Yo. Yeah.
Hello. Hey, family, how y'all doing? Had some technical difficulties. My computer, I don't know what happened to it when I was in Shannon Live, but I had to use Shannon computer. So thank God for backup computers. All right, let me get this. So I'm using a different computer. Okay, let me see. All right, I think we going now. Oh, yeah. All right, sorry about that. Hey, welcome, family. Just work with me right quick while. See, I don't use my computers. I use my computer Lenovo, and these are a little different. But hey, it's all good. Hey, how you doing, Alan B? Love, peace, Spanish girl, Rizzo. Who else is in here? Hey, Coach Natisha, how you doing? Let me see. Who else we got in here? Hey, sis, Telsha's in the house. Let me see. Who else is in here? My wife is in here, of course. I think she probably on her phone. Hey, how you doing, Beth? Welcome. Dinah, welcome. The Right Group's SEO, how you doing, brother? Like I say, sorry about it. Usually I start on time, but like I said, my computer, I don't know what happened. I was in Shannon Live, and I have no idea what happened. It just locked off the internet, and I couldn't get it back on. So the Shannon, she'll fix it, hopefully, by the time I get off of here with y'all. So we'll figure this out. But again, man, thank y'all for just sticking around, because like I said, I was trying to figure out, I was about to cancel it. I was like, well, I can't get on. And Michelle was like, just use my computer. So we did that. Hey, how you doing, Petra? Welcome. Thank y'all for joining. So let me so again, hey, I'm Solomon Savoy, host of Faith-Based Workplace YouTube channel. Let me put all my stuff up here. Tonight we're gonna be talking about, narcissistic workplace culture, how it can change the morale of the company. I haven't did a lot of workplace videos, actually. I guess in the last probably 5 or 6 months, I haven't did. Now, I kind of maneuver or switched over to more relationships. But I say, people that went back to work, people that went back to school. So I say it's time to, bring this back up again. Hey, how you doing, Judy Mills and Khalil Girl? Welcome. Jasmine Henry, welcome. How you doing? So it's time to bring this around, because I know people back at work and they had asked me something about doing, something in the workplace, with narcissist abuse. I have some videos out, but it's a matter of time of just doing something, again. So let me see. All right. So that's how you reach Shannon on everything she has going on. She just had an awesome live. I was just in there. Some of y'all probably came from there. The live was awesome. She had an awesome prayer. And then that's, we had everything going on over here, but thank God we're here. Go check that live out that she just did. She went live at 5 p.m. She went live for about 2 hours. So go check that live out. Very good information as usual. Shannon brings the heat, brings a little comedy, and she's just in her element. So thank God for not just a beautiful wife, but a God-fearing wife, and someone that's, supportive on every level. So she even let me borrow her computer. This all my stuff to get in touch with me, on Faith-Based Workplace. I'm on Twitter a little bit, but mostly I'm on Instagram and on TikTok. So you want to follow me on TikTok, you have a TikTok. Hey, you can go follow me there. Hey, how you doing, Lucretia Anderson? Welcome. Thank you. And, if this is your first time here, or if you've been here before, hey, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We growing, but, it's baby steps. So, I'm happy that, for everybody that's already liked or subscribed or even commented on the channel. I was going back and forth with can't think of her name, Mary Ree, earlier. She, on one of my videos I did, she put like 20 something messages on there, and I actually tried to respond to all of them, throughout the day. But that's what I do. So if you have any messages or any comments you want to get in contact with me, hey, it's I have no problem responding, or through email or whatever like that, however you want to do it. So let's see who all in the chat. Like I said, I think I welcome everybody, but let's see what y'all saying. Khalil girl say, hello, mister, how are you doing? Hey, how you doing? Jasmine say, good evening. The tell sister here, hey, she brought the house down last night. Y'all wasn't in that clubhouse. Shannon mentioned that as well. Man, clubhouse was on fire last night. But Telsha and my wife, and then, hey, how you doing, Joy? Joy was in there as well. So was I think Jasmine was in there. I know Alan B was in there for a little while. Auntie Karen was in there. So it was rocking in there last night. Hello, everybody. Just welcome everybody. Okay. All right, let's just get this started, because like I said, I'm already late. So let me get this started. All right. Again, narcissistic workplace cultures, can change the morale of the company. And I'm not talking about something that I just read about or anything like that. It's something that actually I've seen and witnessed myself. Now, I will tell you, I didn't realize it was narcissist abuse in the workplace at the time, because I'm just like, yeah, I'm learning about all this stuff as well, over the last year or two, just learning about narcissist abuse, what it is, recognizing the signs and discernment and things like that. So, yes, I didn't know myself. So, hey, how you doing? I'm Broken Serious Sunshine. Welcome. So, it's one of those things where we all learning together, and the more I read and the more I do study on these things, I'm like, I can go back and pinpoint different places. I'm like, wait, this was narcissistic abuse too? You go from childhood to adulthood and workplace and everything like that. So I wanted to bring it back around, full circle back to workplace. Like I said, a lot of people have gone back to work. 1, 2, a lot of people, like I've said this in my lives before in some of my videos, a lot of people that are narcissists, going through narcissistic abuse at home, that same narcissist has to go to work. They leave home and go to work. So what do you think they're doing in the workplace when you're dealing with a narcissist that's doing things like that? So we have to realize that as well. So that's the thing with narcissistic abuse. It don't just stop at home. It goes into the workplace. It goes into sports. It goes into wherever the narcissists go. Just think, wherever they go, it's not like they just take a cape off and they forget that they are narcissists for a day. That's not how they happen. They narcissists 24/7, just like we're supposed to wear our full armor of God 24/7. Narcissist abuse is the same way. They are narcissists, I should say, are the same way. 24/7, they're narcissists. That's why some of y'all, like my wife mentioned earlier, while you sleep, I think Auntie Karen mentioned it as well, while you're sleeping, these people will whisper, word curses in your ear and things like that. Because narcissists, they don't stop. That demonic spirit that's inside them is on display 24/7. And you have to realize that and recognize the signs of narcissist abuse. So let's get into this one. I don't want to hold y'all up too long, like somebody already running behind, but wait, hold on. Let me see. Somebody said something. Let me see. What did I see in the chat? I seen something. Okay, okay, thank you for coming over here. Just came from your wife channel, NFL. Okay, it was great and on point. Thank you for joining. Yeah, we try to tackle this thing head on, and we also got our sis, the T on NPD and relationship. Telsha's in the house, and also we have Joy's in the house. That's all good, great channels, not good channels, awesome channels, awesome content. And Telsha also goes live on Thursday. And then you also have Cluster Be Free Karen. So you're looking for content on narcissist abuse, we got you covered over here. Hey, how you doing, Spanish girl? Hola. Hey, I don't know a little bit of Spanish that I remember from high school, and that's about it. I don't know a lot, like como se llama and stuff like that. But my brother Rizzo has been teaching me Spanish words. So hopefully in the near future, I'll be speaking Spanish once again. Hey, you got to have goals, people. You got to have goals. So I want to learn Spanish again. And Rizzo has been sending me different text messages. So I try to say them and things like that. Even similar pronunciation on the words. So yeah, it's good to have brothers and sisters in Christ like that. So go subscribe to them channels. Go support them, because we all talk about narcissist abuse, in different ways. But hey, it's awesome. It's awesome. Like I say, tomorrow you'll see. I'll be in the T on MPD and relationships tomorrow, Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll be in there and clowning up. Beth Riley be in there, Cluster B Karen be in there. You might see Joy and different people in there. My wife, of course, North for Living. So we all try to support each other, because it's just healthy just doing that. Could have did the code 1310. My wife said she interrupted my live. Y'all can blame her. Now I'm playing. She trying to fix my computer. All right, let's get started with this, y'all. Okay. Say, yay, Shannon got the computer working. Well, I'm on hers, so we're not switching. So we're gonna roll with it. When the narcissist is in charge, okay, that's the thing. That's why I'm doing it, because narcissists, what I've noticed in the workplace, a lot of them are in supervised and management positions, CEOs, things like that. So you have to realize when they're in charge, a lot of they ways filter down to the people. I know you're like, nah, outside of my work at a job, I'll never do with the narcissist. Yeah, you might not never do with the narcissist. Say you might not be a flying monkey, you might not be an enabler as well. But I guarantee somebody within that company, that's where they get their flying monkeys from. That's where they get their enablers. And these people will basically take the morale of the company and just suck it. It's like sucking the air out of a building. And, you're sitting there trying to, get air and trying to breathe and things like that. So when the narcissist is in charge, you have to realize, and I don't care if you work in the school system, fire department, police department, if you're in safety like I was, all field, like Rizzo with security, I don't care what business you in or where you work for, who you work for. I guarantee when you start looking at the traits of narcissism, I guarantee there's a narcissist somewhere at your workplace. Just think about that for a second. Just think about it. Just take a hard think about that. Well, that's a hard think about that. Just think about that for a minute and just listen to me. I guarantee you, when you start looking at something, now you might not know the CEO, you might not ever meet them. I don't know, but you might. I guarantee you meet your supervisor. You didn't met managers, and some of these people, they're controlling, and they have this evil spirit or this evil demeanor about them, and you have to realize that it's not just they had a bad day. I've said this before. We all have bad days. Y'all have had bad days at work. I know I have, but I've never went to work just evil and angry and took it out on people that's, when I was in management or anything like that. Usually, like I told them when I used to have safety meets, I'll check that at the door, and then I got to do my job professionally because we getting paid to do things. And, now I might have a couple, people that I'll talk to, but we on that, where you can talk to them. But for the most part, I'm going to check that at the door, and I'm going to do what I have to do to get through the work day and put on my professional face, if you want to call it, or just be professional. But narcissists, they can't do that. They can't check that demon at the door. It's not like they have how you go in some businesses and they tell you got to put your wallet and your keys in this cabinet or whatever, and you lock it up, they give you the key. Well, they don't have a key where you can just lock away the demon before they walk into their place of employment. No, the demons he's attached to them, or it's attached to them. And when they walk into their place of employment, they carrying all the evil, everything they did at home, they carrying that right into the workplace. So they sit down at the desk just like I'm sitting now, and people come into the office, they're spewing out hate and evil and racism and things like that to these people. And you like, wait, hold on. But some of y'all, it's a trick of the enemy. Y'all thinking, well, maybe they had a bad day. Maybe their wife. No, it's not a bad day. They evil. So when they're in charge, they're going to do evil stuff. 365. Y'all open 365 days. If you got a principal at the school, assistant principal, and they narcissists, I guarantee you're going to have a lot of evil things go on at the school or your place of business or whatever like that. So we have to recognize these signs and keep moving accordingly. All right. So narcissists, when they're in charge, they present, like I said, morale. The morale starts to get low. You ever been in a company and the morale just, when you walk in, a matter of fact, before you walk in, when your alarm clock go off, you like, man, I don't feel like going to work today. And it's Monday. So you just had the whole weekend to relax, but the job is evil. They time wasting, like they wasting your time. God built you for something better than this, but we working, to pay bills or whatever the case is. But my thing is, you go into that alarm clock go off, you're like, man, not again. I don't feel like going here again. And the thing about it, when that happens, it's a morale killer. And then part of that is because of management. Because when you usually have like a high turnover rate, a lot of people think, well, the people just can't take things that's going on at the job. Really? Is that true? I beg to differ. I'm going to go deeper than that and say, it's not that the people can't do the work. It's the people that's in charge that's making the work harder than what it needs to be. That's the narcissist. That's the psychopaths. That's these people in charge. And I didn't see a CEO that was narcissist. When I look back on it, he was a narcissist. He might have been racist too. I don't know, but I know he was narcissist for sure because the way he ran the company. Like I remember one time, I was at work, and it's funny, but it's not. And think about it, he was the president, the CEO of the company, right? Now my office was right next door to this guy. I was the regional safety manager, so no big deal. But this guy, instead of coming into my office, like he could walk right next door. I mean, it's literally out the office or whatever. This dude would send an email like to my supervisor at the time, and like say things about me. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? I mean, I work with you, like you here sometime, and things like that. So it's just little things like that. Then like he'll take certain people out to lunch. Like when he come in, everybody would kiss his butt. Well, I wasn't a butt kisser, but the funny thing about it is he would take different people out to lunch. That's fine. Like what you don't realize is I got a company credit card just like you do. I can go pay for my meals. So that didn't bother me. It didn't affect me. I told Shannon about it. I was like, this guy, he's evil. You can see it. Like every time he comes in, he's just evil in nature. That's just how he ran the company. So what I noticed is some of the managers that was below him, remember, it flows down here. Some of the managers that he had in charge that he hired, they were also like narcissists and evil. I got into it with one of the guys because he was a manager, but I guess he thought he was a manager over me. And I'm like, no, bro, that's not how this works. I'm the regional safety manager. So really I out Trump you, but not really. I mean, I don't work for you. You don't work for me. But when it comes to safety, you have to listen to me. But being that he was evil and narcissist as well, like I say, the CEO, the manager, they had another manager. He was over like art and things. He was like evil. He'll try to come into the safety meetings and try to take over. So I just had to shut him down. Because you let narcissists or different people run over you, they're going to continue doing that every time. So at some point and sometime you have to stand up in your household. You got to stand up at your workplace. A lot of people think, well, I can't say nothing at work because I'm going to get fired. Well, if you do say something at work, you can get fired. And if you don't say something, you can still get fired. So what is your point? My thing is, hey, I might get fired either way because at the drop of a dime, that company can let me go. So I might as well stand up for myself and tell them my morals and things like that, and don't let the narcissists gain traction. Because if you let them gain traction, that's when you're gonna be part of the smear campaign. That's when people gonna start doing things when you walk into work. That's when the low morale is gonna be a killer. And that's when you go quit and you be going to another job. And guess what? Just like we say, you're breaking the chains, a cycle of abuse in the families. If you don't do it at work, you can continue going through the same work site. Think about it. You go from one job. I've been there. You go from one job, you think, okay, I quit this job, I'm going to green pastures. No, guess what? They got a narcissist manager over there. So guess what? Morale killer. So you quit that job, you go on to this next job for more pay. Guess what? You think you're doing better? No, morale killer because they got another narcissist. So until you stand up to the end, you go cycle. You go keep going through this cycle. And at some point or some time, you got to figure out, you know what? I got to stand up for myself. I have to say something. I don't care if you're the manager. It's your first day. You cannot allow people just to run over you. And when you notice the morale is low and things like that, you got to figure some things out and realize, I might need to do some things. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat because it's rolling a little bit. Let me see what y'all got. I know I said a mouthful just now. Let me go back just a little bit. Dinah said, my last workplace was a den of narcissists and flying monkeys. I had to get out. The Most High led me to leave, to pass, go, to get out because these people and environment will not change. And that's how it is. It's like what I'm saying. So if it's one at the top, he's hiring people that's just like them. And it makes you think, because, we always had this question. People always ask the question, well, do narcissists marry each other? I know that's for another subject, but I'll say, yes, they do. I can say two narcissists get married because think about it. Narcissists work together. So if he's the CEO, he hired 3-4 managers under him because he wants them to do the same things that he do. So I think that, yes, the management and all that stuff, they work hand in hand. So they want everybody to be like them and do what they say and do things like them. So it's like you said, it's a den of narcissists. You think it's one? Oh, no, it's not. It's more than one. Rizzo said, cool fact. A little bit can go a long way. The basics will let you go far. Okay, talking to Spanish girl. Again, thank y'all for being here. Beth say management is your biggest turnover issue. Exactly. They always try to blame the lower workers, but it wasn't until I got into management. Well, I knew that when I was a lower worker too, but when I got into management, I realized that the management around me was the reason why a lot of these people quit. And you try to do the right thing and be the change, but if you don't stand on your own 2 feet, if you don't stand on God's will, you're going to fall into the same trap. So just like Shannon said earlier, and I think Joy and Telshin said the same things, just like you hang around a narcissist for long enough, some of this stuff can rub off. It's the same thing in the workplace. Don't think your relationship at home is any different from the one at work. Yeah, I know you might be married to a narcissist, but you work for a narcissist. When you think about it, you're getting the same trash. You're getting trash at work. So you got to think about it that way. So it doesn't matter if the narcissist at home or at work, you're still going to get this evil person, and smear campaign still going to happen. Same thing we talk about in relationship, still going to happen. Hey, how you doing, Ace? Welcome, welcome. So you still go get, hey, how you doing, Love Peace? So you still go get the smear campaigns. You still go get the flying monkeys because they're in the workplace. So all these things go hand in hand. So whatever you go through at home, just realize you can go through it at work as well. Read a couple more. We'll jump back in. Let's see. Hey, how you doing, Miss Henry? Welcome, welcome. Glad you came in here. I just seen you and Shannon thing. We meet again. Let's see. What else we got in here? See, I like that. I love what Beth just said. Say like spirits attract each other. I definitely believe that. I didn't believe that at first, but I believe that. I believe that light spirit, evil spirits, demonic spirits attract, just like good spirits, just like myself, my wife, Telsha, Joy, Coach Natisha, Rizzo, Auntie Karen, just like all us and everybody else is in this chat, this live, how we like Beth, how we attract each other, because you can feel the anointing, you can feel different things. But I guarantee you walk into a room, or like you said, in a workplace, like she said earlier, a den of narcissists, I guarantee you go feel that evil spirit. It's not a gut feeling. I stopped saying gut feeling this shit. That's your intuition, or that's your discernment. Like I said earlier in Shannon, my discernment been pretty on point. I didn't even know really how good my discernment was until the last, I don't know, maybe 7-8 months. Because the last 7-8 months, I done been put in different situations where I had to stand on my own 2 feet, like I'm telling y'all. As a man or just as a person, I had to stand on my own 2 feet. And then, I had to go against, what people said or what was done. And I had to stand on my own 2 feet. Now, I'm not saying I'm right about everything, but, I was just smart enough and just wise enough to say, okay, no, I got to do this way and just watch how it play out. And thank God I did what I did. Let me read a few more. Let me go down. Miss Henry say, they so nosy at my job and they get big mad because I always say I'd rather not say. hey, how you doing, Health Department? And that's the thing about it. When you're in these places of employment, I never told my business. Never did. That's just my thing. I'm not going to tell my business. If I tell you something, it's just something. It's surface level. I guarantee it's surface level. Unless I was working like my brother Rizzo or working with one of y'all or something, you just not going to get too much out of me. You'll know I'm married. You'll know I have kids. Obviously, you'll know what kind of car I drive because I got to drive it to work. Other than that, and you're going to know who my football team is. Things like, you're going to know basic stuff. I mean, it's nothing deep in detail. So I don't blame you for being that way. Had to say, good seeing everyone. God bless you all. God bless you too. Let me see. Let me go down to the bottom down here. Let's see. Judy say, I have worked in schools. I felt, cursed. Always new staff, low morale. See, that's what I'm talking about. You don't think about school system, and you just think about certain jobs. Certain jobs stand out, like police departments. They stand out as having probably narcissists. The government should stand out to y'all as having narcissists. I'm talking about your senators, your governors, your mayors, whatever. I'm not saying all of them, but yes, a lot of them are. So you have them. But school system, a lot of people don't think they have narcissists. No, they do. You have teachers. You have principals and assistant principals, counselors. Some of these people are narcissists. The crazy thing is they've been in the school system for 20, 30, 40, 50 years working and been spewing hate. And you wonder, oh, you know what? Wow. You know what I just thought about? Now we talk about, I just did a video last week about children narcissists. But think about if they get narcissist abuse at home from the parents, and then you go to school and getting that same narcissist abuse. So you have a never-ending cycle of narcissist abuse. Basically, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You're going from school to school and it's packed with narcissists. You see what I'm saying? So the whole time you're getting taught by narcissists, they're teaching you evil stuff. So you never have a break from narcissist abuse is what I'm getting at. That's crazy. I never thought about that, but that's crazy right there. And then again, hey, if you're a parent, go to the what is it called, the PTO meetings and all that stuff. Go there because you need to meet some of these teachers. That way your discernment is on. You can figure out some of these things on your own. Like, wait, hold on. You know what? This teacher not right. Maybe you need to pull your child out of school. Maybe you need to say, hey, they got another teacher that teach algebra. I want my child to go in that class because, and they're gonna ask you why. I just, I don't like her spirit. Whatever you want to tell them, but I need to move my child to another class because I see this person is evil. I can see it, and I know this year gonna be a struggle because we probably gonna get into it. And we don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to really get into it with the teacher, because then they're gonna try to fail your child, and we get into other stuff. So we have to pay attention to that. My wife say they are attracted to our light. When we are wounded, we may be attracted to them. Exactly. But as we heal, we really begin to discern them and stay away. Amen to that. Amen to that. That's crazy how they got narcissists everywhere, like whatever job you go to. I think every job I done been on, it was a narcissist. I just didn't know what narcissism was back then. But every job I done had, when I worked for KBR in Iraq, it was a couple of narcissists. And I got into it with a couple of them, but I didn't know there was narcissism then. But every job, it was a morale killer. But God has a way of, God is funny. Y'all think about it, he's funny. Like the guy that tried to get me fired, and when I was working for KBR in Iraq, you know, he basically wanted to fight me, and I stood my ground and say, you know, we have to go toe to toe. That's what we go do. But we ended up not fighting. But it's funny how God circled things around. He was so evil and so you know, trying to be mean to me. And even though I stood my ground, the way God worked that whole thing out, him, he's a supervisor, both supervisors and the manager all got fired because they were stealing parts. I was a mechanic when I worked in Iraq for KBR, and this is back in 2009, 2010. And it, like I said, they all got let go because of them stealing parts from cars and stuff. Like we had a bunch of vehicles that was down, and we're supposed to be fixing them for the military. Well, whatever they was doing with the parts, they wasn't making it to Iraq. They were sending them to places in their house or wherever back in the States. And they, you know, investigator came down, they all got let go. So when you mess with God's children, just be prepared for the aftermath. You think you're getting away with stuff and being evil and cursing and doing these things at all these workplaces, and then all of a sudden God just he go shut it down at some point. And that's what he did. So just trust me, if you just stay consistent and stay in prayer, God will work out a lot of these things, and we don't even have to do things on our own. Donnie said the school system is absolutely the worst place to work. There are so many teachers masquerading as introverted empaths, but are really narcissistic devils. Man, she's saying a lot of them here. They actually are there to control kids. Remember, it's all about the control. It's all about the control. So in the school system, I believe you. I believe you. I mean, I haven't been to school and met a lot of these people, but I believe you. They got a bunch of, I've heard stories. So I definitely believe that. Donnie say narcissists in the school system want to be adored and worshiped. Same thing in every workplace, to be honest with you, sis. They same thing. No matter what job, they want to be adored and worshiped. They want to be put on a pedestal. They think you should kiss their butt. You got the wrong one. You think I'm about to do that. But she said, and the school is a place where one can be put on a pedestal. See, I didn't even read that part. See, I didn't even read that. But yes. They want exactly. So I didn't even read that, but she said put on a pedestal for being a good teacher or administrator. It's the same thing at just about every workplace I've been at. You always got a manager, a supervisor, somebody in a high authority. Sometimes they lower, but usually high authority, and they think everybody got to kiss their butt. They want to be put on a pedestal. They want to get a pat on the back, a data board. Okay, sit there and wait for a data board for me and see how that work out. I mean, don't get me wrong. Now, if you a good person and you did good work, yes, I'll do that. But you evil, man, you get no data board from me, man. Data girl, nah, we good. Have to say, narcs are everywhere. They will get worse with their antics during these last days. Also, they definitely doing that already. We see that. That's why we have to stay as far away as possible. Give them no way to harm us. Amen to that. You're definitely right about that. I appreciate you being in here, Heather. Thank you. Jamie said, yep, this is true. They're usually doing something underhanded all the time. They always up to something. The right say facts, bro. Yeah, amen to that. Heather said they feed off the innocence of children. They know children are easy to manipulate. Exactly. That's why I say they get them while they're young. I actually got a video. I did it. I need to upload it. It's called The Devil Gets Us When We're Young. So I might upload that next week instead of going live Wednesday. I'll see, but I got to upload that next week sometime. Yeah, it's called that. The Devil Gets Us When We're Young. That's what a molestation, things like that. All these things, the tricks of the enemy. I think that's when it takes place. Narcs, number one, we have to protect our babies. Yes, we certainly do. We certainly do. Let me see. George say they get desperate. They definitely get desperate, sis. You right on that. Miss Henry say the manager tried to mother me. See, my last manager tried to do that too. I think y'all heard this story. Try to do the same thing. I'm like, my own mother didn't mother me. Narc manager was asking me, is there anything questions I can help you with in the meeting? No, see you at the meeting. Yeah, I told this story before. I had a NARC manager last job, and she we was in Atlanta, and she tried to play that mother figure. I only met this woman once, like 3 months before in Dallas, and this is my second time meeting her, and she didn't know me. I really don't know her, but basically she came down. I came downstairs. We always at the same hotel. Came down for breakfast, but I'm not really a big breakfast eater. Like if it's at 6 o'clock in the morning, I won't really eat it. But like around 10, I'll get some breakfast on then. But anyway, she walked. I was sitting down. They was over there eating at the table. So I'm sitting down. I got my gospel music playing. I'm chilling. I'm vibing. I'm getting my mind right for the work day. Because we had class all day. So I let me listen to my music. She walks over to interrupt. Demons like to interrupt you. You notice they like when you're doing something and you're in your own little zone, listen to your gospel music or you praying in your own little world. The devil got to come over there and want to interrupt that. That's what she did. It was an interrupter. So she came over, sat down, and she said something. I didn't even know she was talking. So, I took my headphones like, what? She said, Simon said, are you okay? I'm fine. I'm doing good. She said, you don't want to eat breakfast? Nah, I don't eat breakfast, this early. It's 6:20 in the morning. It's not my thing. She said, I noticed that you're not hanging out with us. And I told her, well, I'm sitting here listening to my music, my gospel music, before we go, because I know we got 8-9 hours of training. So I'm listening to my music. It's just, it's just my thing, so we getting up early. So then she said, well, he said, and I don't know how this come, but Miss Henry, I'm talking to anybody that's working. Just out of the blue, she said, well, are you and your wife having problems at home? What are you talking about? What? I'm sitting there, I'm listening to my music just because I ain't over there eating your little made breakfast over there by the hotel. Now me and my wife got problems. And I looked at it, I was like, no, like what would make you ask that? Well, I'm just wondering because that's that mother, like she said, want to be a mom to me. I got a mom. I don't need you to be my mother. That's not what I need. So I was like, really? This what we doing? So the crazy thing is she got up, walked away. She came right back, y'all. I just put my headphone, just get back into my music. About 3 minutes later, she came right back and asked the same question. She said, are you sure nothing wrong with your wife and you? I said, man, look here, man. I said, I don't tell my personal business for one. I said, I don't know you like that. I said, I don't know who you think I am. I said, I'm good. I said, are you good? Because I'm good. I was like, I'm Gucci. What are you? I mean, go over there and eat your little Danish and your little dried egg and leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I know exactly what you're talking about with these managers trying to be mamas and mothers, and like, man, I got a mama. I don't need you monitoring me and asking me questions. But yes, Auntie Karen say 2 words: have discovered inverted empaths in my circle. Blocking was necessary to protect my peace. Amen to that. Amen to that. Joy said, "Oh, thank you for that, sis. Thank you. Yeah, y'all don't forget to hit the like button if you're in here." Had to say, I'm so happy to be here with you all. It helps me so much mentally. I'm so thankful to God for good Christian people to converse with and heal with. Hey, man, I seen you had commented on my post on Instagram. I just love the family that's around because God is up to something. If y'all don't feel that, if y'all ain't feel it in Clubhouse last night, over the last few weeks and months, that something is shifting in the atmosphere. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Let me see. Let me go down here. Come on, we're gonna jump back in this. Javin said, a specialist wanted me to kiss up to her on my job. Devil is a lie. She became so aggressive that I had to call HR 3 times on her. She was, what? 3 times? They just don't get it, Jasmine. They just don't understand. She was so brazen that she told a group of coworkers, I'm not going anywhere. Okay. That's what we're doing. Now, narcissists think they can't be moved. They think they're the best at everything. They're the best at everything. They're the best employee and this, that, and the third. Okay. Trying to impose. Yeah, that's definitely what she is doing, but we don't get that around here. My discernment wasn't even as strong as it is right now, but I was like, nah, not today, Satan. I'm good. I'm gonna listen to my gospel music. I eat because the crazy thing is they had food. Like we go to training, they had like blueberry muffins and bananas and fruit and all that stuff, yogurt, peanuts. They had all this stuff, milk and juice, all of the things. So I was like, I'll eat something about 8:30, 9 o'clock when I'm ready to eat, So it is what it is. I didn't say they want up you, steal your ideas to get credit. They always want to steal your ideas. Oh, let me tell you, I've been there, done that, where they take your idea. Like, well, hold on. That was my idea. And if now see a lot of people scared to call this manager out because they think they're gonna get fired. So you let the manager steal your idea. The devil is a lie. Hold on, that's my idea. I'm the one who told you that. And then they want the evidence. Oh, here go all my stuff right here. Here go the email that I sent to them. That's why you gotta have your paper trail. That's why I'm big on documenting. I don't care if it's at work, if you're dealing with a narcissist, or if you're married to one, y'all need to be documenting. You have to. Had to say, we were blessed last night, had me crying, and just so thankful God is placing his children together. Amen. Yeah, last night was awesome in Clubhouse. Awesome, awesome. Hey, how you doing, Miss V? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We just get into actually started late, Miss V, so you didn't miss much. Beth Ryder said, kill, steal, and destroy. Yes. All right, let's get back into this, fam. Let's get back into this. So we already mentioned, a couple of y'all already mentioned this about control. Workplace control. Narcissists love to control the workplace. When they're in management, they like rule with an iron fist. You ever heard that saying? That means everything has to go by them. It doesn't matter if they got supervisors or managers below them. Everything has to come through them. They the final say on any decision that's made. I'm like, bro, I just asked for a day off. I don't need to go through a chain of command of 4 people. He my supervisor. Why he can't? Well, we got to go through, Mr. Bob, because Mr. Bob want to know everybody taking date. Okay, Mr. Bob is micromanaging, and that's also microaggression. So Mr. Bob need to go take a day off or a week off, or maybe he just need to retire because Mr. Bob look like he on his last leg anyway. But that's just me. I'm just saying. Let's get into our Bible verse. Proverbs 21:20. Precious treasures and all are in a wise man's dwelling, but a foolish man devours it. How many of y'all know narcissists are foolish? Just dumb. I ain't saying they all dumb, because some are really, really smart because they know what they're doing. But when I say dumb and they foolish, they just do dumb stuff. At work, just dumb. Just you be sitting there like you the highest paid person in the company, and this the idea you came up with. And they present this idea like everybody, they just knew everybody was gonna love them. When people, you start looking at like dogs, sideways. Then they want to look at you crazy. Man, that idea is trash. I mean, who thought of this? Why did you even write this up? Why did you bring this to it? But that's why they steal your ideas, because they have no original good ideas. They got to steal your great ideas that make it them. I'm just saying. So they foolish. They foolish. They real foolish. For y'all that don't know, y'all should know. But abuse in the workplace is real. It's not a facade. It's not fake. It's real. Trust me, it's very real. It goes on all the time. It's going on with somebody at work right now dealing with workplace abuse. And I know you think, well, abuse only happens, I thought, at home with husband and wife and boyfriend and girl. No, abuse happens at work. They have women that get abused at work, and they also have men that get abused. And I'm not just talking about verbal. I'm talking about emotional abuse. I'm telling you, it's the same thing. Even if you're married or dating this person, it happens at work. Physical abuse happens at some of these jobs when you got maybe a couple women and a bunch of guys. So this stuff happens, and then a woman's scared to tell because there's a bunch of men. It happens. So abuse in the workplace is real. If you see abuse, if you've been in abuse, you need to go through HR. You need to document your story. You need to go through what is called can't think of the name, EAP. You need to say some of these things, because the thing is, I'm like, well, it happened to me. So what I see happen, a lot of people would just quit. Like, the women, they'll just quit, but they never say anything. So you know what happens? Another girl comes in. Again, Shannon talks about this a lot. We got to break these curses, because these cycles, because you quit and you never say anything. You might tell, maybe your home girl, but it doesn't help the other people at the business. So when you quit, this other girl comes in. Guess what happens? She gets the same abuse. Guess what she does? She quit. Another woman comes in. It's the same abuse. And the men, the same thing. And the men don't want to say nothing because there's a woman that's trying to, sexually abuse them. So they're trying to use that. Well, I'm your manager. You gonna have sex. Okay, well, now again, the guy quits. He's like, man, this one, I'm just gonna quit. So then guess what? Another guy, it's the same thing. So until we break these cycles and speak up and say something, abuse in the workplace is going to continue to happen. And people just sweep it under the rug and like, well, it didn't happen to me. Okay, well, you're right. It didn't happen to you yet. Until you, okay. But I'm just saying. Y'all have to say something. Y'all have to. So the abuse in the workplace sets the tone. This is what a narcissist, and this is my personal opinion, this is what a narcissist is like in their element. They feeling good about everything because they controlling the abuse. They controlling the people that's under them. So they got their flying monkeys. They have their enablers. So therefore, they setting the tone of the workplace. That's why when you get to work and you walk through that door and you're like, man, I don't feel good. I got this bad feeling. That's not a good feeling. That's your discernment. That's God trying to tell you today might be a bad day. You might want to walk back outside because you didn't pray driving to work. You might want to go back outside, say a prayer, or at least when you get to your desk, you might want to play some gospel music, say a prayer then, because I'm telling you, the devil is busy. He's going to try you. But some of y'all, I don't think y'all listening. See, what I used to do when I drove to work, I had an hour drive from where I stay at now to get to work. Sometimes an hour and a half. I put on my gospel music. Maybe it was YouTube or something like that. I'm listening to somebody to fill my mind. Because I know, even though I was the regional safety manager, I know I'm going to work and about to deal with some crap. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And like clockwork, I get to work. As soon as I hit the door, get to my office, silent. I'm like, but I was prepared for it because I already didn't say my prayer and I knew this was going to happen. So I'm still like, okay, cool. So it's like putting out fire. So I do what I have to do. But narcissistic abuse in a workplace, like I said, it sets the tone. So if you can't recognize that, you're going to go through this abuse day in and day out. And you're trying to figure out, man, I'm getting paid good, but I just can't do it because the work. First, like I said, you need to stand up for yourself. You need to recognize the abuse. You need to go to God and pray and tell him, hey, I need my discernment to be on 1,000. I need to figure out these things that's going on around me because I've been praying for snakes to be removed in my relationships. But are you praying for snakes to be removed in your workplace? I don't think a lot of us praying that. I'm telling you, you need to start praying that because you have snakes in your workplace. You can pray to God that, hey, if they get fired, God goes, hey, don't worry about them. That's all I got to say. It's like you worrying about a narcissist if they get fired. I'm not worried about a narcissist if they get fired. I'm just saying. If they get fired, that's on them. That's why I'm at with that. That's on them. So good riddance. God bless you. I ain't gonna even say I'll see you next time because I don't want to see you. So I'm just saying. But I will be praying for the snakes to get away from me in the workplace because you're dealing with this every day. Every day. Every day. Let me see. I seen something in the chat. Let me see. What did I just see? Sophia said, hey, man, it's great to hear that you have healed from this because it's a painful challenge. Yeah, it's definitely a painful challenge. And I'm still in the healing process, not so far as the workplace, but just going through other narcissistic abuse. Yeah, I'm still healing. I'm not going to sit here and say I 100% healed because that'd be a lot. I don't want to lie to y'all. I want to be as honest as I can with y'all. So I'm not 100% healed, but certain things don't affect me like they used to. So in the workplace, like I told y'all, they had a guy, hey, how you doing, Camille? Welcome. They had a guy that tried to, set me up. This is about, I guess at this time, about a month and a half, 2 months ago now. I ain't say set me up, but he wanted me to talk about another person, wanted me to engage about another employee. And I'm like, nah. I looked at him, like I told you, when you talk to a dog and they look at you like sideways, like that dog don't understand what we're saying. I looked at him like, wait, I don't even know you. You just been here like a week and a half. I know you're the supervisor, but I don't know you. You don't know me. So for you to sit there and talk about somebody else, I don't trust you from jump. And I was right. My discernment was right because guess what? He quit 2 weeks later. So what if I would engage? Nah, you got me all messed up, bro. So y'all got to realize people be trying to set you up for the okie doke. I'll call it the banana in the tailpipe. They do it all the time. I had to say I didn't understand what had happened to me spiritually, just that they mollywop me and hoodwinkle. Yeah, they do that a lot. Then I found you and it started making sense. I know y'all talking about something else. I kind of got an idea what y'all talking about, but amen to that. The T Telsha say yes. I felt that so many times. Yes. Beth say yes. Terrible work environment. Yeah, the work environment, man, it's just so crucial. And I'm gonna say something before I get off of here about what I think is going on, but I'm gonna get to that just in a little bit. My sister say sounds like me, an hour 45 minutes to and from work. Yeah, I just play my music and I got to get my mind right because I knew when I was going into this place, it's always gonna be some stuff. Now, when I was traveling, like going to Vegas and stuff like that, it was different. So when I go to California and Vegas when I was traveling for work, I actually had a good day, but right here in Houston, when I had to go to the office, the one office, I was like, nah. Well, I told you the CEO was narcissist. That's why I had the most evil stuff. So a lot of times, what I did, because I was in charge of like a multiple sites, I'll go to another site in Houston, and and I had fun. We would go out to eat. Me and my friend, we still talk. Matter of fact, Christian, we would go out to eat and spend time with each other and just talk about different things. At the other place, I ain't had nobody to talk to. It was like. I ain't gonna say I was the only godly man there because I know they had others, but I'm just saying it'd be like basically a bunch of lions and then he throw in a chicken. I was the chicken. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, that ain't gonna work out for me at all. But I knew I had God on my side, so I had the ultimate lion. So I was like, hey, we're gonna go ahead and do this thing, I prayed my way out of that work environment. Amen to that. The right group SEO say, tell it, bro, you gotta stand up. Yeah, you gotta stand up for yourself. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to stand up. I don't care if it is your manager. You gotta stand up for yourself. Judas said, I deal with deal with it at my current school. Now that I know what it is, I know how to handle them. Amen to that. They try to intimidate staff who lack boundaries and are too nice and afraid to say no. I've said this on one of my older videos about workplace boundaries. People think, well, boundaries should be just in relation. Nah, I'm setting boundaries at the workplace. Guess what? If I'm off on weekends, don't call my phone on the weekend. No, I'm not. No, I'm off. That's part of my contract. That's what I signed. Now in safety, I knew things can come up. So that was cool. But I had to tell my manager the same one I told you I tried to play a mother figure. She would call on the weekend and want to email me. Man, look, if this, I just read this. This can wait till Monday. This is not nothing pressing. Nobody got hurt. I don't need to go nowhere. So this email can wait till Monday. You had the whole week to send this to me. You wait till Saturday. Nah, you're not, again, trying to control my off time. Nah, I don't play them games. Y'all better set boundaries at work and stop just letting management tell y'all, well, this is what we do. Okay, that's what y'all do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to find me another place of employment because I don't do that. I don't play those games. And I've been like that. I just didn't know, God's protecting me, from different things. Like my sister say, George say, remove all snakes. I don't care where you at. Workplace, Disney World, the movie theater, at home, family, friends, whatever. Remove all snakes. Snakes on the highway that do road rage. Remove them too. Let them stop driving. Go get a bicycle. Ride the bus. Ride the train, the transit train. I don't know. Do something. If you're up north, ride the subway. Stop driving. I'm just saying. All right, let me see. That's good. My sister, I'm so happy I'm working from home now. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? I love working from home. It's so awesome. It's so awesome to work from home and do different things. You're in charge of your own stuff. My sister says, it's funny, but it's true. You got to have these boundaries because if not, they gonna call you on the weekend. They, when they text you at nighttime, man, I'm married. I don't need you texting my dog on phone at nighttime, for a job. Again, something they can wait until in the morning. So if y'all don't set them boundaries, think about it. You go have your manager texting you at midnight. Hey, in the morning, I need you to do. No, you know what? You send me an email. Or I'll show up to work at 8 o'clock in the morning. You need to have an email because you can set emails to go out at a certain time. So how about you send that email out at 8 a.m. when I'm at work? I'll check that email then I'll respond accordingly. Again, that's people have a lack of boundaries. So they're your manager, but they have no boundaries for themselves. So they think they can intrude on your boundaries. Y'all better set boundaries and tell these people, nah, look here, I don't play them games. Don't text me at nighttime. Even if you're not married, you single. Don't text me at nighttime. That's my rest time. I'm doing me. It ain't nothing pressing, so I ain't got time for it. So that's my thing on that. Bev said there was a ram in the bush. Okay, you're talking. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Alan B. Alan B say we are victorious, brother. Hey, man, we sure are. Thank you for that super chat. May God return that back to you, bro, like multiple times, like over and over again. We still got, hey, bro, we got to get together at some point. I know you're in Houston. We got to get together at some point with all these football game stuff going on. I'm a Saints fan. Well, you said I got my little thing on. I'm looking at the wrong side. I got my Saints thing on right now, but we got to get together one of these days, maybe catch a game or something on a Sunday at one of these good restaurants around here. Let me see. A say, yes, I learned how to stand up for myself after being harassed by a few narcs at work. Some of them are cowards. They all cowards. Ain't some of them, they all cowards. Because they got to use their management or their upper level influence to they all cowards. Trust me. Probably about 70% of people in management, I'm not saying they're narcissists, but they cowards. They are. That's why they work so hard to get in charge so they can be in charge of something. They're cowards. They don't know how to manage themselves, but they want to manage everybody else. But that's for another story. You don't see it until you stand up to them. Yeah, it's just like standing up to a bully on the playground. The bully go be a bully until the bully get punched in the mouth. And then the bully ain't going to be a bully no more. The bully going to end up being your best friend thinking that you're the bully. I'm not the bully. I'm just the one that stood up to the bully. Just saying. I know there's a lot of bully talk. I'm just saying, you better stand up to them bullies even at work. I'm just telling y'all, y'all better stand up to these bullies. These bullies don't care about y'all. They will keep running over y'all. I just call it like I see it. I'm always say God bless. Oh yeah, God bless you. Yeah, thank you for that. All right, let's go. Let's keep moving, fam. So know your company culture and leaders. You can learn a lot of stuff before you even get to work. Wait, hold on, let me see something. Before you even get to work, you can learn. So I ain't got my computer, so my thing is off. But let me see something. Sorry about this. Thank you for that, sis. Thank you for that. God bless you. May God return that back to you. Thank you. I appreciate you. You know who you are. Thank you, sis. Yeah. So your company culture, a lot of people don't investigate these things before they get hired. They just see the job offer. Hey, we paying da 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 da, and they offer this, and you just go apply, and you want the job. Yeah, I need to do just like you do background checks on certain people and things like that. You can almost do a background check on companies. They have what they call reviews. You can read reviews on Google. You can actually, if you're on LinkedIn, you can reach out to some of the people that work at LinkedIn and talk to some of these people and be like, hey, I'm not working at LinkedIn, but on LinkedIn, I'm like, man, how it is working over there. And you probably get the 411 on what this company is really about before you go your little crazy butt over there. Then you like, man, I know I shouldn't have came over here. No, you did what you wanted. Prayer. First thing I would do is pray about it. Then I would reach out, talk to somebody and see, okay, is this the right company for me? Because God will show you. I'm telling you, I told y'all part of my story. I applied for so many jobs. God just kept saying no. I went through a little stage, and Shannon will tell you, like last year I went through a little thing of depression. I used to sit on the sofa and just, I got late. I just applying for job. I'm getting, I'm qualified for these jobs. I got an MBA and all that. I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but I'm like, okay, I know I'm qualified for this stuff. Man, look here, bro. Every job I applied for, it's basically like return to sender. God was like, nope, block. God block game stronger than mine. He's like, blue. And I'm like, what is going on? And Shannon would come. She's like, you okay? You doing okay? This is my wife. She'll come. And she knew I was, dealing with stuff. And I was like, man. I say, man, again, bro. Like, I just applied for the job. Like, I'll stay up to, 10, 11 o'clock at night applying for jobs. And next day, within the next week, you get denied. The denial is all the same type of, they just add your name to it and just send it out. Well, we decide to go with somebody else. Although your how they say, although your qualifications are outstanding. Think how stupid this is. Although your qualifications are outstanding and we would love to hire you, well, you didn't hire me. So don't give me that. Just tell me that, hey, we just decided not to go with you. But again, like I said, some of the time we apply for these jobs and thinking that's the job for us, and God trying to show us a whole different thing. Like I told y'all before, faith-based workplace wasn't born until I sat my little crazy butt down. So you think I was calling y'all crazy? I'm talking about myself too. Not until I sat my little crazy butt down and started to figure out this thing, and then I talked to Shan like, you know what? It got to be a different way. God trying to tell me to do something else. And that's where faith-based workplace came from. Now, God might be telling you the same thing. Some of y'all in these workplaces, and you're like, oh no, I'm making 6 figures. I'm good. You're making 6 figures, but you mad every time you go to work. You making 6 figures, but you working with narcissists in the workplace. You make 6 figures, but you ready to quit every day of the week. I'm just saying, 6 figures don't sound like it sounds too good to me. That's just my thought on it. But you look at that however you want to look at it. I'm just saying. So culture is based off leadership. So if your leadership is narcissist, they go have a culture, just like we say they raise baby narcissists, they're going to have a culture full of narcissists at the workplace. Y'all better do y'all doggone investigation. Y'all better talk to some people that didn't work at these places. Y'all better figure out, okay, what's the company culture? And I'm not racist, but I'm telling you, if the whole company got a bunch of people that don't look like you and not now want to look like you at the workplace, well, I don't need to be the first. Like, I might not be the first. I probably gonna get hired because the culture in the company. Or if you go to the company and you just happen to be the one person that's the smartest. I just got hired. I'm the smartest person here. That's cool, but when you think about it, something not right about that. I shouldn't have been the smartest person at the company that been the time. We've been in business for 20, 30 years. How so? I'm looking at y'all. Okay. I'm gonna leave that alone. And I'll jump back into the chat right after this. Discernment should be used at work as well. It shouldn't be just at home. It shouldn't just be in your conversations at home on the phone. No, at work, your discernment need to be on 1,000. You need to be batting 1,000. You need to be like, you know what? Okay, narcissist. Okay, I see you. You walk with somebody, because I used to have a guy I work with. I don't know this dude was a narcissist or he just was cray, but big old dude. But this dude would walk by me. Like the first time he walked by me, I'm a guy, if I see you, I make eye contact, which I'm gonna speak to you. I spoke to the guy, I said, hey, what's up? And I know I said it loud, or I thought I said it loud enough. He didn't say anything. Okay, cool. So the next time I seen was a couple weeks later, because like I said, I used to travel. So I was in the office. I walked by this dude and I said it loud. I stayed there with my chest this time. I was like, hey, what's up? So I know he heard me this time. The dude didn't speak to me. He looked at me. Well, I said, okay. I bet it wasn't a third time. It wasn't a third time. So what happened was when this dude walked by me that next time, tell you how God funny, he walked by the next time, he almost tripped and fell. I just looked at him. If he'd have failed, that'd have been on him. Because guess what? I wasn't going to help him up because I spoke to you twice. Your little like my wife said, you're a little dusty behind and say nothing. So if you'd have failed and hurt yourself, I'd have kept on. And guess what? I'm the safety manager. I still would have walked off. I'm like, hey, y'all better go get old buddy because I ain't helping them up. But and the crazy thing is, I had bought donuts in. I told you I had a company car, so I bought donuts in one time. Who you think walked they look crazy behind over there and want to get a donut? I looked at the dude. I was like, and I wanted to tell him something. I was like, bro. I said, okay. I said, so this is what we doing? Now I've never seen you bring anything to the thing, but I bought you like a bunch of donuts, and I don't know if y'all know what kolaches are, but down here we have kolaches. It's almost like a pig in the blanket, but different because down here, Louisiana, Texas, we have boudin and stuff like that. But anyway, I had bought all this. And what he did, he started grabbing, say, bro, I said, you go let somebody else get donuts and collages? And he looked at me. This is the first time the dude actually talked to me. He said, what, did you buy this? I said, well, I sure did. And he looked at his like, oh, well, thank you. And he walked out. I said, man, come on, bro. I said, come on, man. These people, I'm telling these people in the workplace crazy. If y'all don't stand up to these people and say something, they gonna do stuff like that. Now, if I wouldn't have bought, I guess he was gonna tell me something. This is I bought this. I bought it. You didn't buy this. I bought this. Get your little greasy paws off of it. Let me jump back into the chat because I know y'all ain't here. I see y'all cracking up in here. Let me see. Let me go up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Beth, you broke that down. I love what you said. Money isn't everything if your piece is off point. That's what I'm saying. It's 6 figures, whatever. If you don't have that piece and you going to work and it's just evil around you, them 6 figures, it's going to drive you crazy. And you wonder why the president, talk about the country, go in looking one way and come out looking another. He got gray hair because they say it's the most stressful job in the country. So you can be making 6 figures and just be stressed out, dealing with narcissist abuse and dealing with this workplace drama. I'd rather go make 50 or 60 grand and have my piece, and I'll figure out a way to make God can provide where I make the other 40, 50, 60 grand and get past 100. I'm just saying. I don't know how y'all do it, but that's how I'm about to do it. Yeah. Jammer said, everyone who gets promoted does not have your skin tone. Yeah, exactly. I've seen that a lot of times. You like, really just. And then that's when you start questioning yourself. But again, you got to go to God and pray and realize the workplace culture. That's what I'm talking about. When it's narcissism and racism and stuff like that going on, that culture is going to be way different than stuff that you've been at probably any other job. So you have to realize that as well. When something is being blocked, it's for a good reason. Discernment is needed because we are natural fighters and could be fighting against something God has blocked. Yeah, because I was sitting there, I was doing Mike Tyson blows on them applications. I was like, boom, shout out resume after resume, retweaking my resume for the job and applying for this job, talking to people on LinkedIn. Okay, they hiring over here, so I'm running around like a chicken. Applications all over the place. Denied. God was like, denied, block. He was like, block. His thing like this, blah, blah, blah. I was like, man, I can't get none of them. But it wasn't meant for me to get none of those jobs. And then COVID happened and all this other stuff happened and started getting ramped. So I was like, okay. Yeah. Alan B said the problem is since the government is narcissistic, unless you work from home or drive, you'll always come across narcissists since it trickles down. Yeah, like Alan B drive 18 wheelers. So a lot of times you ain't got to deal with that. You're on the road by yourself. I know I used to drive 18 wheelers myself. I used to haul chemical trailers, tanker trailers. So you're on the road by yourself. Now I did have to deal with narcissist abuse like at the I ain't thinking of that. You know I'm talking about Alan B at the when you drop your truck and trailer and stuff at the yard. At the yard I had to deal with it, but I shut that down. I was in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I had went into the office. But what happened was it was the day I was quitting. See, people don't realize who you are, and they think I don't know why these stories pop in my head. People think they know you because I guess you didn't speak to you're nice. And a lot of people take your kindness for weakness. I mentioned this before, and I'm pretty sure y'all know this as well. So people take your kindness for weakness, thinking that, you know what, Simon is a nice guy. And I am. I really am. I'm a nice guy. But don't let that niceness fool you and think you just run over me or my family. So that's not how it's going to work. So anyway, I was in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And the thing about it, I had came in because I was quitting because I was going to work somewhere else. I had found me a better job or whatever. But the guy didn't know that. And this guy, he's one of them guys, stuck up, arrogant, and now that I think about it, he probably was a narcissist because he used to be a truck driver, got in some kind of accident, couldn't drive no more, so he's always arrogant, and want to talk to people crazy and stuff like that. Okay, cool. So what happened was I had went around the front. I drove in only to go get my stuff out of the truck, not out of the 18-wheeler. So I drove in, I parked by the truck, I had the key to the truck, got all my stuff out. I went to the front, talked to management, and basically, told them, that I was quitting, and he told me, not to give my 2-week notice or whatever. But anyway, I walked to the back. I forgot I had to go get something out of the dispatch office. Who in the office? I can't remember the boy's name, but he was in the office. Oh, I guess he was feeling himself that day because he was like, he said, I called because whatever he had called me, but I had already made up my mind I was quitting. So he had called me over the weekend. I didn't answer the phone. So when he seen me, he said, hey, boy. I'm telling you, if you're on this live and you watch it, don't call me, boy. Please don't do that. That's just, especially of another color, but I'm not going to even go there. But he was of the other color. But anyway, he said, hey, boy. So the tone and my facial, I know my face make faces by itself. So I know my facial expression changed. Because he said, hey, boy, he said, I called you this weekend and you didn't pick up the phone. So when I processed that he called me boy, I still processing that. I ain't even processed what he said after that. I was like, okay, this dude just called me a boy. I'm a grown man. Okay. Woosah. Let me process this. So when he said it and he said, boy, he said, I called you and you didn't pick up the phone. I snapped. I ain't gonna lie. I'm with family. I snapped for a second. I say, bro, I say, who do you think you're talking to calling me a boy? And see, it's one, like when you're in these dispatch offices, like for 18, well, what they have what, a half door. So the top door is open and then they have a half door so you can't just walk through. But y'all know if it's a half door to me, I can reach around and grab the knob and just open it, right? So the thing about it, the dude said that and I said, man, who you calling boy? He said, well, I'm talking to you. He said, I called you. I said, bro, look here. So my mind started racing. So what I did was I opened that door. And I knew that's when I kind of like blacked out and, you know how you say you black out, whatever. So I opened that door and I pushed the door open. I say, bro, ain't nothing between us but air and opportunity. I say, you got one more time to call me a boy. And I promise. I said, I promise you go regret it. And I stepped through the door and he was like, he said, what are you doing? He said, I'll have you fired. This how you shut narcissists down or shut anybody down. Well, on this day, this is how I did it. I told him, I said, I just want you to know, before you say your next words, I want you to know I just walked in that office and quit. That dude sat down in his chair. He spun around. He said, I ain't got time for you. Oh, now you don't want to talk to because you realize I quit. You can't control me. So he thought he could control me. And what I'm telling you is narcissists would try to do that in your life. When they think they can control you until you snatch back that doggo, until you snatch it back and say, nah, you not over here, not on my watch. Until you snatch that back and stand up for yourself, I'm telling you how it goes. So it wasn't until I said that when I opened that door and he knew I was serious. I mean, hey, whatever. But until you stand up and say something to these, they gonna continue doing the same. They gonna continue to call you boy. They gonna continue to call you girl. They gonna continue to put you on the worst schedules on a night shift, and you know you didn't request in mornings. They gonna continue doing evil stuff. They gonna continue doing the smear campaigns. They gonna continue doing this. Your discernment got to be on full force when you at work, and you have to be willing to go that extra mile and shut the narcissists down right in their track. I'm just saying, just like my wife just said, shut them down. Shut them down. I mean, you ain't got to be evil. You ain't got to curse these people out. You just got to shut them down. You got to know that God is with you. Ain't nothing you can do about them. So when I told that dude, look, I had just walked in the office and I quit, shut it down. I'm telling the dude, he was a bigger than me, but I mean, I guess he realized, okay, so I might be a little cray-cray. That wasn't day. He sat down in his chair. I got the narcissist to sit down, shut his mouth, turn around, and got back to doing his job, which was dispatching. And I closed the door. I shook a couple of hands. Before I closed the door, I said, man, hey, I'll see y'all around. So again, you have to be willing to stand up. Now that could have went way different, but it didn't. God didn't allow it to go different. God allowed me to say what I had to say, shut him down. He sat down, and then that was the end of it. I never seen that dude again. This was back in, had to be like 2012 or 13. I ain't never seen that dude since when, 2021. I'm just saying. So a lot of times, again, when people know they're in charge of you, or think, I ain't gonna say no, when they think they're in charge of you, they think they can tell you whatever. They think they can do whatever they want to you until you stand up and let them know, how about my father's business? You're not gonna play that on my watch. They're gonna continue doing the same thing. Had to say the audacity narcs have. Exactly. They don't care, Heather. They don't care. He wasn't about their life. He was definitely not about their life. Ms. Henry say, Lord, not boy. Yeah, like I said, he said boy. And like I said, that could have went way different, but I did what I had to do, and we got up out of there. My sister say boom. The right group SEO say real talk, bro. Like I said, you just gotta stand up for yourself. As a man and a woman. I'm saying women too, you got to stand up to these people. Don't just stand there and just let them say whatever and talk about you. And you're just like, well, this is my job. So if God bless you with that job, guess what? He's going to bless you with another job. So don't sit there and act like this is the only job in the world. God might have your own business right inside of y'all. I said this before, and Shannon has said this before. A lot of y'all have $1 million business inside you, but you're too scared to go out there and start your own stuff. You're too scared to go down your own lane, go down your own path. You want to stay there working for this narcissistic supervisor and this narcissistic CEO because you think that's the best. That's the end of. That's not the best. That is not the best. Like I say, God gave you that job. He'll give you another. He'll provide. And until you realize that and step off on faith, you're going to continue getting the same thing you're getting in your workplace. Don't be scared. God didn't give us the spirit of fear. So I don't know what y'all scared of. I've been fired before, and guess what? I always find a better job every time I got fired. Not that I got fired a bunch of times, but the times I got fired, I always found something better. I got laid off. Guess what? I started a faith-based workplace. I mean, I'm just saying. This way better than what I was doing anyway. I get to sit at home, talk to y'all. I'm just saying. I can't make this stuff up. Can't make this stuff up. So you got to be willing to step out on faith and say, hey, you know what? I can do this. I can do this. It's not about the 6-figure job. It's not about, I know they got insurance and 401ks. I get all that. But it's not about all that sometimes. You can't take none of that stuff with you when you die anyway. You can't take the 401k with you. You can't take the insurance with you. Heck, some of the insurance don't amount to nothing anyway. I'm just saying. So you can't take none of that stuff. We can't take the six-figure salary with you. So y'all got to step out on faith a lot of times with these jobs, and you won't continue getting the narcissist abuse because when you work from home, you work for yourself. Who abusing me in this house? We ain't got no narcissist in here. I can sit here at this desk all day. Well, my wife will come here and talk to me and stuff like that, but I don't have no narcissist. I don't have nobody breathing down my, I'm talking about breathing down my neck, telling me I got to get this done by 3 p.m. We need this report done by 2 p.m. Oh, you late. Oh, we going to have to write you up. I ain't got written up since I left. I'm just saying, just think about that for a second. I ain't telling you go start your own business, but I'm not telling you not to either. I'm telling you got to do what you have to do, especially you dealing with narcissist abuse. You have to be willing to stand up and say, you know what? I serve a mighty God. You think I got to deal with this narcissist abuse at work? I got to deal with this evil? I got to deal with this abuse, like this, all this stuff? Nah, not over here. Not over here. Next Bible verse, Proverbs 16:3. Okay. Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. Okay. Remember, I told you I was blocked by all these jobs that I applied for. Once I committed myself to God and say, look, I can't do it. I don't know what to do. I can't figure this out on my own. Once I committed my work to God, faith-based workplace started to shape. Now, is it where I wanted to be? No. But I told you, God blessings is a process. It's not a microwave blessing. So I know it's a process. We're in the building stage right now. And we planting seeds. We watering it right now. We watching it grow. So I understand that. So once you commit your work to the Lord, your plans will be established. So faith-based workplace wasn't even a vision. It wasn't a vision. It wasn't nothing that I was thinking about until God, like, okay, now, I guess he established, okay, now he ready. He finally ready. He finally gonna stop applying for these jobs because I'm gonna keep blocking them until he go out and do my work. A lot of y'all scared to go out there and do God work. You're like, well, I'm making this money. I have this insurance. I have all this. You can have all this stuff on your own. God will allow you to have the money. Okay, you might not have insurance, personal insurance or healthcare insurance, but you'll have enough money where you can pay for your own doctor visit. But again, some of y'all just too scared to step out on faith and say, hey, okay, what about this? What about this life insurance? The company give you $10,000 life insurance. What is that going to buy? Most last time I checked, a lot of funerals cost more than 10, 15 grand anyway. Just saying. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, so the 10 grand might not do much. Just saying. Let's keep moving. When narcissists in charge, the company will divide. What do I mean by that? When you're married to a narcissist, I guarantee you go divide or divorce. So it's the same thing. When a narcissist in charge, that's why you have high turnover rates. That's why it's always division. That's why managers don't get along. That's why the CEO always, y'all know what I'm talking about. The CEO 4 years ago, he got let go. They got a new CEO. Okay, he leaving. Why all these CEOs leaving? You lose the CEO when you make that, you stay there, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. That should tell you something. If this company always switching CEO or the CEO of this, I'm just saying. I just call it like I said. So the narcissist will always have division because that's what they part. Narcissists are part of division. That's one of their traits. They're going to divide. It's not divide. Well, I guess you can call it divide and conquer, but for them, I'm just saying, just trying to break this down for y'all. So narcissists are strategic in leadership. So don't think they don't know what they're doing. Don't think they didn't hire Lil Billy because, you know, Lil Billy was qualified. No, they hired Lil Billy because Lil Billy got some of the same traits that Big John got. So now Big John and Lil Billy are doing their father's business, which isn't God's business. So now you're at an evil place. It's like going to a church where the pastor is a narcissist, but some of y'all not hearing what I'm saying. So it's the same thing. He might not be a pastor, but he's the CEO. He writes your check. So he think he owns you. Last time I checked, like my wife said, we're not in slavery, so you don't own me. I mean, yeah, I work for you, but I don't work with you like you think I'm just saying. I'm just having a moment, y'all. I'm just trying to talk this thing all the way out. So don't be scared. Stop being scared of what the narcissist might or might not do to you. Because last time I checked, you really can't do anything to me. You might try. Weapons will form, but they won't prosper. So everything you're trying to do, you've been trying to get me fired for 3 years. It hasn't worked yet. You wrote me up. If you're smart enough, like I did at one job I had, the supervisor was mad and wrote me up and thought I was going to sign it. I'm like, bro, so I'm not signing that because the reason why I'm not signing it, you never told me I had to do this. So by me signing it, that means I'm admitting that I knew that. I said, I'm not signing it. Oh, he got mad. He turned red like a crawfish. I don't know if y'all ever ate crawfish. I'm from Louisiana. So when you take the crawfish out of the pond, you go through a process. Remember, I told you blessings like process. It's a process. So you take the crawfish out, you got to purge them. So you put salt in the water, you dump it. Once your water turns clear, that's when you get balling. When you put it in that crab ball, that red season like we have in Louisiana, the crawfish going to turn red. This guy turned red like a crawfish, and he was mad. He said, you really not going to sign it? No, I'm not, because like I just said, you did not tell me I had to do that, so therefore I'm not signing it. And guess what? He was mad, and guess what? We went on about our business, and he probably still mad, and I don't care if he's mad or whatever. But what I'm telling y'all is don't agree with everything that the narcissist is saying or doing, because just because they in charge, or they think they in charge, or they think they got ownership of you, you ain't got to sign them write-ups. If you're in the right, now if you're in the wrong, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. But if you know you're in the right and they ain't tell you to do this, or they writing up some, and he had wrote a whole paragraph of stuff. So you know what I did in my rebuttal? I didn't sign it. Then I emailed them back, and I copied his supervisor on the email about why I didn't sign the thing the day before. When you're playing with God's child, you go get a different outcome when we stand up. So as a child of God, when you stand up in your purpose, even at the workplace, and say, hey, I'm not standing up for this. I'm not signing this form. I'm not signing this write-up, because guess what? You didn't tell me. You're just trying to give me a bad review because you don't want to, you want to block my raises, which is just like blocking your blessings. I'm just saying. We just haven't talked in here, family. Let me read one more. I'm going to jump back into the chat because I'm coming around to the end. So how many of you work with a narcissist? By a show of hands, well, I guess I can't do hands. So by putting a 1 in the chat, like my sister Telsha always say, putting a 1 in the chat, how many of you work with a narcissist? Like, for a fact, you work with a narcissist. I don't work with one right now, so I can't put a 1 in the chat, so I can't be with y'all on this one. I have worked with them in the past, obviously, but how many of y'all currently right now, this present day, working with a narcissist? I just want to see, so we can just figure this thing out. Let me see something. Let me scroll up while y'all putting the ones in the chat. Let me scroll up. See what I miss. My sister say, teach, bro, Solomon. We hear you, bro. Come on, talk it out now. Just try to have a conversation. Great. Well, I'll be in touch. Okay, y'all talking ahead about, okay, all right. Bev say, preach it. Okay, let me go down and see what y'all putting. Okay, we got some ones coming in. So, okay, Judas. So, okay. My sis. Okay. All right. Pink girl. Okay, so see, Jasmine as well. I knew Jasmine was going to put a 1 in there. So, again, the thing about this, if we dealing with narcissists at work, a lot of people always ask, well, how do I deal with that in the workplace, and that's my manager or my supervisor? Same way I just told y'all. First thing you need to do is set your boundary. When you got hired at day one, when they ask you, you know how they ask you, they say, well, what are you looking for in the workplace? That's your opportunity to set your boundaries from day one. So they don't hire you because the boundaries you stand on, or what, it's not the job for you. So day one, you should say, I'm looking for a place, the work culture, the work-life balance, whatever you're trying to say, it's say in the job description that I offer on weekends. I don't mind working weekends, but I appreciate a call. You got to set your boundaries from day one. Therefore, they can't come back on you and say, like, nah, I told you day one, I got hired 2 months back. I'm just saying. Hey, how you doing, Peace Elite? Welcome. I'm just saying. So if you start with your boundaries from day one, now they go try it. I'm not saying they're not gonna try it. They go try it, but you got to set those boundaries from day one. Sorry, I got my phone going off with something. So when you set those boundaries from day one, you got to realize, hey, you know what? I didn't set my boundaries. I didn't told them what I had to tell them from day one. So I don't have nothing to prove. And I did that with a job too. I told them, that's back when I was getting my daughters back, years back when I was getting my daughters every other weekend, through the, child cuts and all that stuff. I had a job. Again, I think this one was a narcissist too. Now I'm thinking about all these people that's narcissists. I didn't have narcissists. I told you every job. I was working at a company. I'm not gonna say the name of the company. I was working at a company, and basically the lady told me, I was working part-time. But what she didn't realize was I had just got back from Iraq, this right after Katrina and stuff. So I got back from Iraq in 2005. I think I started working at part-time job like 2006, but I still was working the military full-time. You know what I'm saying? It's called full-time National Guard. So I still was working National Guard in Lafayette, Louisiana. So the lady was like, and I, when I got hired, I was in a different department. I had my Class A CDL, so I was the highest paid floor salesman because of my CDL. When you have a CDL, Class A CDL license, they'll pay you extra just because if they need to use you, they'll, they already got you covered or whatever. But anyway, so I was the highest paid person, and I ended up getting switched out of this one department to go drive the trucks. So they had like 2 or 3 people quit. So I'm like, okay, I'll do it for a couple weekends or whatever. Well, not the weekend, but I said I'll do it through the week. That one weekend came up, but it wasn't a week I was supposed to get my daughter, so cool, I did it. And then, a few weekends went by, I didn't have to work. But then it went to, the lady was like, well, I'm going to need you to work. No, she ain't said like that. I lied. Take it back. She did not say I'm going to need you to work. She said, because I told her, I said, well, look, this is my weekend to go get my daughters. I said, so I can't work this weekend. She said, well, I don't care who you got to go get. She said, you part-time, and we do not have to give you weekends off. I said, oh. She said it on the phone. I said, oh, okay. So me, being the silly little guy I am, I'm going to tell you how crazy I am. When you play with me, it's like, okay, you want to go there? Let's do this. So what I did was, I was supposed to be to work at 6 p.m. How many of y'all think I went to work at 6 p.m.? How many of y'all really think I showed up at 6 p.m. on the floor? I know y'all already know the answer to that. No, I did not show up at 6 p.m. But what I did do, I started ironing my clothes. I was pressing my jeans using that heavy starch. Y'all know that I can't remember the name of the starch. Come on, that blue bottle, and you mix it with water. I can't think of the name of it, but you use a spray like back in high school, and you spray it in your jeans and stand up. Stay Flow. I started using Stay Flow to spray my jeans. I wanted a nice crease. I wanted to look my best to go quick. That's how crazy I am. So what I did was I sprayed my jeans down. I ironed my shirt. I took the little apron they give you, you know what I'm saying, for work with the little name tag. I walked in at about 8:20, and then the other managers, they said, he looked at me, he said, you came to quit, didn't you? I said, I sure did. I said, how did you know? He said, I knew. He said, I heard what Montana told you. Well, that's the lady name. He said, I heard what she told you. And I realized that it was, he said, I knew you. He said, I knew you was a hard worker, and I just knew you. He said, I just knew something about you that wasn't going to sit well with you. And I told him, I said, we had a conversation. I said, well, the thing about it, bro, I said, people, and I said this back then, I say, people think they own you or something. I say, but what she failed to realize is, I have a full-time job. I'm not like a lot of these people in here that's working at this job. This their only job. I have a full-time job. What happened was when I got back from Iraq, your adrenaline and stuff is always pumping. You always want to do something. So that's why I got that part-time job, just to work like 4-5 nights a week, because I wasn't sleeping well. But she didn't realize that. So the thing about it, you thought you were screwing me over, but the thing about it, you had just lost 3 drivers. Now you can count 4 drivers because I quit with no 2-week notice. And do I do that now? No, I wouldn't do that. But what I'm saying is, people try to, again, when they think they own you or they can control you, they do these things. So when you work with narcissists, it's like, man, come on, bro. So like I said, she thought that, you know what? Well, he part-time, and I guess she thought that was my only job. And the funny thing is, I'm going to tell you how crazy narcissists are. I seen this lady some years after that at another store, and she ain't even recognize me. I just looked at her. I'm like, this lady crazy. I ain't say nothing. Like, she the one that had to handle my order. I had to get something replaced in the house. She didn't even recognize. That's how evil or crazy people are. They even recognize me. I was like, man, this lady right here, bro. But again, y'all, when y'all work with these narcissists, y'all gotta have y'all discernment on 1,000. Y'all have to set y'all boundaries. You haven't set boundaries. I ain't saying just going to work and just lay down a whole gauntlet of boundaries, but you need to start implementing boundaries and things that you know need to be in place. Miss Henry say, I keep receipts and prayers on lock in that order. I BCCC follow up. Hey, I hear you on that one. I'm with you on that one. Alan B saying Little Billy and Big John. I can't deny. Hey, I didn't. Alan B. I just that's the name that came. I'm just going with the name that came in my head. I couldn't think of no name. Little Billy and Big John. You know them truck driver names. When they be on them CB radios, bro. Big John and that's the best I can come up with, Alan B. All right. So we have to understand that narcissists have jobs as well. I'm not just talking about the supervisor and manager. I'm saying they have a job to basically annoy you, to upset you at work, to anger you, to put you in a smear campaign, because the same job they're doing at work, it's the same job they're doing to their wife at home, or their husband at home, or their boyfriend or girlfriend at home, or their children at home. They just take that same energy. So, a lot of times we say have that same energy. So they take that same energy and they bring that same energy to the workplace. And now we have to deal with that. Enough is enough. I done said that before. Enough is enough. So some of y'all need to really go down and do some soul searching, go to God in prayer and see if it's your time. Now, it might not be your time to go start your own business or do what you need to do, but it should be, you should be praying tonight. If you ain't gonna pray, no, you should be praying, remove the snakes from my job. And you might see your manager. I ain't saying they go get fired, but maybe they find another place of employment. Maybe they leave. Pray for them people to get out of there. Don't sit there and take that and think you got to take that for the rest of the time you working there. Nah. So narcissists get more supply from work. Think about it at home. They only have, 2 or 3 people, maybe just a wife or maybe just a husband at home. At the workplace, they got what, 30, 40, 100, 200, 300 people. They in charge of, depending on what their position is, 500, 600 people. Think about how much control they have over people, how much evil can be. You see where I'm going with this? So when you look at it that way, why wouldn't a narcissist want to be in charge? He's at optimal level. He's looking over all kind of people and think he's in control of your life, or she thinks she's in control of your life and able to operate. Sometimes they're doing it covert, sometimes they're doing it overt. They just don't care. But either way, they still a narcissist, and you have to have your discernment and figure out this person that's in charge is not right for the company. I ain't saying you got to go try to get them fired, but I'm saying you got to set up your boundaries and you got to try to protect yourself, because narcissists in the workplace, in that culture, once that change and the morale and stuff low, you go want to quit anyway. So it behooves you to have your resume. Shannon used to always say this: your resume need to be on point 24/7, because you never know when you just got to drop that resume with somebody else and excuse me, and leave. I'm just saying, you might have to do it. So narcissists live off our fear. So if you don't have fear, that's taking something away from the narcissist, something they cannot control. Because if they sense that fear, it's a demon. It's like a hunting dog going out there and find the fowl or the deer or whatever they hunting, going out there and sniff that out. It's the same thing. If they realize you fear them in any way, shape, and form, they're going to use that fear against you, and they think they can talk to you any kind of way. They think they can do the smear campaign. They think they can abuse you, whether it's emotionally, physically, mentally, financially. Sometimes they'll cut your hours down because they know if they cut your hours down, you can't pay your rent. I don't think y'all listen to me. So the thing about it, when they do these things, they're doing it out of spite because they know you're a child of God. You might be around work talking about God. Some of y'all not talking about God enough. Hey, I don't know, but maybe you need to talk about him a little bit more. Maybe you need to pray a little bit more at work and realize, because I will tell you one thing. I don't know about you, but when they took God out of the school place, we knew that was messed up. So think about when God left the workplace, when they wanted to, you can't talk about God. They set up all these laws and rules. Oh, you can't talk about God because, this, that, and the third. I can talk to God on my own. I don't have to stand up in the Monday morning meeting and have a prayer because it's against y'all rules. I get that. But I can go to my office. I can pray. I can sit in my car and pray. I can say my grace over my food when I eat on lunch. I'm just saying, I can still have God in the workplace, even though y'all. I'm just saying they don't want God in none of these places because the devil want to control all that. He want to control the school place, like we said. They got narcissists all over running rampant in the schools. And I'm not just talking about elementary. I'm talking about middle, high school, college, whatever. They got narcissists running rampant. Same thing in the workplace. They don't want you talking about God because they know you talk about God and you get everybody praying. It changes the atmosphere. I guarantee the morale won't be low. It'll be all the way high. And they don't want that. They want to control you. It's almost like, I don't know if y'all watch Walking Dead or ever watch one of these zombie movies. They want you walking around there like zombie, just dazed and confused, not realizing what's going on. So if they're controlling the narrative of the workplace, if the narcissist is in control, They control the fear. They control the morale. They control everything. And until you stand up and say something about it, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting, which means you got. I got that from whatever that movie is. So you got to, at some point or some time, you have to stand up. You got to take charge, because these narcissists, they ain't came here to play with us. Y'all, they're not playing with us. Y'all know that from personal relationships. They are not playing with us. So go to work. You need to pray. Maybe you might find another prayer partner. Y'all can pray on y'all lunch break or whatever. That's 2 of y'all praying. Maybe it's 4 or 5 of y'all that want to pray. Y'all know you got to do it, secretive, which is crazy, but you got to do it secret, because they find out. They go, oh, y'all can't do that. Then they want to do the write up. But my thing is, you can always do it by yourself. You can always pray, because that's one thing I did. I made sure I prayed in the workplace. I made sure I played gospel music. It was my office. I closed the door. I put on gospel music. I had it playing from my phone. I put on gospel music. I listen to what I want to listen to. So when somebody walked in, what? It's my office. You knocked on my door. I didn't go to your office. I didn't go to your house and just walk in. You knocked on my door so I can do whatever I want to do at my office within reason. So I was playing gospel music. I sure was. And if I still was there, I still would be doing the same thing. So your workplace can be full of these evil people. So that's why I want to get through this whole message. Your workplace, I guess I shouldn't even be can be. It probably is full of these evil people. 9 times out of 10, it's full of narcissists in your own workplace. Some of y'all know. So after this video, some of y'all probably be like, "Oh, hold on, I knew brother Paul. I knew he was a little off. I knew he was evil, but I wasn't sure. But now watching this video, I got to look at Paul a little different. Maybe Paul is a narcissist. I don't know. So we have to do a little bit. But again, like y'all was saying earlier, that way you're able to plan. You're able to, you realize what you're dealing with. Once you know what you're dealing with, you should better deal with it. It's when you don't know what you're dealing with, you can't deal with it because you don't know. When you don't know, you just don't know. But I'm telling y'all, a lot of y'all got a lot of narcissists in y'all workplace, and I don't think a lot of y'all realize. All right, we're coming down to the end, y'all. Come around the corner. You ever wonder why your place of employment has high turnover rates? And I know I mentioned this earlier. It's because narcissists are in charge. It's because people come there, they think, the reviews, and some of the reviews, depending on how you look at it, depends. They force people to write reviews and stuff like that, and end up being good reviews. But again, you wonder why it's high turnover rates. It's because the management, 9 times out of 10, is because the management are evil and they're forcing people out. So people come there, they work for maybe 2-3 months. And a lot of people, they smarter than the niggas I used to stay a lot of time, but they smart enough to know this is not the place for me, so they end up quitting. So the turnover rate is high and it stays high. My cousin works at a job right now in Louisiana, and it's the same thing. I worked there back 01, 03. It's still the same thing, that the job is still, think about that. I worked there from 2001 to 04, right before I went to Iraq with the military. And I never ended up going back to the job, but he's still there. He's been working there since probably like 2002, I think. It's still a high turnover rate. Think about that. How you got a company, and it was obviously in business before that since the 90s, but how you got a company since the 90s? We in 2021, and the turnover rate is, y'all never fix anything? Y'all can't never keep drivers there? Y'all always got to turn. They got to tell you something like, y'all turnover rate, I'm talking about ridiculous. You can't never keep drivers. I'm talking about CDL Class A drivers. They don't stay. That's because they don't treat their employees. It's always something, some backhand, some under the table stuff going on. They promoting this guy because he's friends of the company or friends of the family. It's always this stuff going on. And I'm pretty sure, I'm about 99.9% sure, like a doggone DNA test, that they have narcissists at their company as well. Matter of fact, I know 2 of them right off the bat. I'm just saying. So if all that time then went through and nothing has changed, it's been 30-something years, it's never going to change, because people, again, like I told you, and I was one, but like I said, I went to the military and I just never went back. But when I was there, I spoke my piece. I got into it with a couple of people. That's just my thing, I guess. But some people just never say nothing. So these people continue to run over, and they think they control you. They think they just, they got their little flying monkeys and they're enablers in the workplace. And then you think you're going against one person, but you end up going against 5 people. And you're trying to figure out, why is this always happening? Because the narcissists, they run the place. That's why the turnover rate is so high. And this is what I really wanted to get to, this right here. And I mentioned this a while ago, but this is what I really wanted to get, the meat and potatoes of this whole thing. God is pulling many of us out of the workplace. Some of y'all don't even realize it yet. Some of y'all so content with what you're doing. Some of y'all making 6 figures, y'all making good money. I get it. But you're so content on that and you don't even have peace. You coming home, you have sleepless nights, and you're mad when you at work the whole 8 hours. You clock in, you mad. You go to lunch, you mad. You come back from lunch, you mad. You leave for the work day, you're mad. Every day you go to work, you're mad. You've been working there for years and you're mad. You like, man, it got to be something better. It is. It is. God probably been trying to show you. He been whispering in your ear, trying to drop little hints and clues. And he like, nah, I can't do that. I'm not built for that. If God is telling you that, yes, you are built for that. So now you're in denial of what God told you. You're in denial of your own purpose. So you denying God? Okay. I'm telling y'all need to figure out. A lot of y'all have, like I said, $1 million business right inside of you. You have something that you can create that hasn't been created before. You have something that you go create. It might have been created before, but it hasn't been created by you. Whatever that is, I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it might be cooking, it might be books, it might be YouTube, it might be fashion, it might be, I don't know, teaching, whatever. But until you go to God in prayer and get your life right and figure out, that these people in this workplace mean me harm. I didn't say mean me no harm. They mean you harm. They trying to do whatever they can to be evil and just mean and cruel to you because they don't like you. I didn't say that before. They do not like you. Just like we said, a narcissist, when you're married to them, they don't like you and they don't love you. They hate you. These same people you work for, the one that they write you up when you late, but you've been going to work for 5 years, never been late once, but you late once and they write you up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They light you up. They will write you up that one time. What kind of management is this? So wait, and you didn't seen them come to work late time at the time again. You come to work late one time. Well, so I'm afraid I'm going to write you up. For what? I was 3 minutes late. Something happened on the whatever the excuse is, but something happened. It's my first time. Well, but I can't. You know what they say. Well, I can't make it. I got to make an example out of you. I can't just let you, bro. You late all the time, bro. Like every day you late. Matter of fact, you don't even show up for work. Matter of fact, this last year you missed 3 weeks just saying you was doing. Come on, bro. But again, that's the people we work with. So again, I'm telling y'all, God is trying to pull a lot of us out of these workplace situations. You got to go to God in prayer. I can't tell you what that is, but you know what it is. Some of y'all know exactly what it is, but you back and forth. You know what I'm saying? You questioning God. Well, God, are you sure? Yeah, he's sure. He told you. So yeah, he's sure. Why don't you step out on faith? So that's telling me that faith that you say you have, like you can tell us whatever, because we don't know. But that faith that you say you have, maybe it ain't as strong as you thought. Maybe your discernment is not where you think it is. Maybe it's just, I'm just saying you just need to do a little bit more work to figure this thing out. And once you figure this thing out, then God will bless you with whatever that job thing is. Whatever, maybe you go be the CEO of your own place. Maybe go be the, whatever of your own place or your own restaurant or whatever. Maybe go start writing book after book and you drop that first book and it's on a bestseller. It's a lot of maybes in there, but until you do something, we'll never know. We'll never know. You'll never know. I'll never know. My wife, nobody will never know. So I'm just saying, okay, we're coming down to the end. So some of us are scared to leave the workplace and start our own business. And through this whole thing, that's what I want to talk about, because this culture in the workplace, we all agree. We didn't talk about the schools. We talked about different jobs. We say it's narcissistic. We said this already. So we know we all work with narcissists before or have worked with or working with narcissists currently. So what you gonna do about it? That's my question. What are you gonna do about it? You don't have to answer in the chat. What are you gonna do about it? You've been working with these people for all these years. What are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna just quit your job and run away from what's going on? Or are you gonna go start your own bit? You're gonna go to God in prayer and figure out what it is you need to do. But what you should do, the first thing you should do is tell God to remove them snakes from my job. That's the first prayer you should be praying that daily. And you're gonna see they're gonna end up either quitting, they might get fired. Don't worry about that. You said the prayer, God getting rid of the people. Maybe you're getting rid of the people. Maybe that's time for you to get your promotion. That way, the right person is in place to take charge of God people. Because, like I said, you can talk about God at work or wherever, but the thing about it, if the person not godly, like in nature, and they evil and demonic and they're a narcissist and they in charge, obviously they don't care nothing about what, Jesus dying for our sins. They don't care nothing about God. They're not going to talk about God. They won't even say, God bless you when you sneeze. Y'all know I'm right. You can sneeze 3 times and that evil person can just look at you. That's because they're waiting for you to fall over and die. They don't care. They're not going to say, God bless you. I'm just saying, y'all might think it's funny, but think about it. Think about how many times I know I just sneezed around somebody. They just looked at me. They ain't say, God bless you. They ain't get no God bless yous out of them. I mean, they evil. So you're not getting no God bless yous. So that's my last Bible verse, and then we're gonna read some, and we'll get up out of here. Philippians 4:16. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And I know I used this verse before, but I thought it was fitting for this. So don't be anxious about anything, but go to God in prayer. Go to God in prayer and do your requests. Ask God for certain things. Again, remove the snakes from my workplace. Ask God for these things and watch him work. Now, don't think it's gonna happen tomorrow just because you pray tonight. Don't think it's gonna happen tomorrow. But in due time, it's gonna happen. But if you ain't praying about it, how you? If you're not being, remember, we talk about this accountability. So you got to hold yourself accountable for certain things. And then you got to be specific and particular about your prayers. So when you start being specific about your prayers and say, God, I need you to remove these snakes out of my life. God, I need you to remove me from this job, find me somewhere else to go. God, I want to start my own business. Am I able to do that? I got an idea. Do you think I should do it? I'm just saying. So you got to do what you got to do. Y'all got to do what y'all got to do. Let's read some of y'all comments and we're going to get up out of here. I'm going to go back a little bit because I see I got a lot in here. Let me see. Let me go back a little bit. Go back too far. I'll read a few. My wife say workplaces should treat people with respect, not like a number. A lot of companies don't even know your first name. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. They do not know your first name. You number 970185. You number 888235. That's your number. They don't really care about your name. It's not a family atmosphere. It's an evil atmosphere. That's why you're a number. Let me see. He had to say that spirit of control is rebuked. Amen to that. Amen to that. We have to rebuke that. We can't just accept that. We cannot accept that. Beth say, come on, somebody. Yeah. Cannot accept that. You can't accept that. You can't continue after all these videos and things y'all have watched. You can't continue accepting this even in the workplace. We know narcissists in the workplace. They're all over the place. They're everywhere. Everyone on earth, they got a narcissist somewhere. You can't continue accepting that though. You can't say, well, this is the norm. This is how it's always been. And in safety, I'm pretty sure some of y'all job fields you'll see people do work a certain way. I'm like, well, that's why we always done it. Well, that don't make it right. I got that in safety a lot. I'll be like, man, that's not the best way to do that. And the first thing the guy would say, or the woman, well, that's how we always done it. That don't make it right. You don't have no safety guard on that machine. So what you gonna do? You'll cut your doggone hand off because you ain't got a safety guard on there. And all it is screwing the thing down and put on there so you don't cut your hand off or nothing don't fly in your eye and get metal in your eye. You talking about this the way we all, okay. Just because that narcissist in charge or been in charge, that don't mean that's the right way. I'm just saying. Jamin said the word of God is here. Amen to that. My wife said, what are you good at? Exactly. What comes naturally? What comes naturally, you ain't got to think about it. You can just do it, and it's not even a thought. You can do it, and you do it the best. You the best in the field. You got to think about that. That's your... Y'all got it inside y'all. Stop being scared of that. My wife say something that may seem small to you is exactly what this world needs. Yeah, you might think, well, everybody else already doing that, but you're not doing it. Or you think it's like my wife say it's something small. You're not doing it. The world gonna look at that and be like, man, this is art. This is powerful. What you doing? Whatever it is. And then it takes off. And you're like, I can walk away from this 6-figure job and make my own 6 figures and turn my 6 figures into 7 figures. Y'all not listening to me. Y'all want to stay at the 6-figure job and stay depressed, anxiety high. You're taking blood pressure pills because your manager writing you up weekly. It's just another write-up till you get fired. I'm just saying. I ain't trying to preach to you. I'm just saying. Just saying. We're going to say constant anger, that kind of toxicity will manifest itself into disease in the body. Amen to that, bro. Amen to that. Facts, I receive this word. Amen. Amen. I'm glad y'all was here. Like, so I'm about to wrap this thing up. Like I said, we started late, but again, the devil be busy. They didn't want the message to get out, but my wife came through. I got on her laptop, and here we are. I'm glad we stuck with it. Dinah say, oh my, I was never absent. And the one time I get the flu, see what I'm saying? A principal made a grand speech about all the people taking absences. I was sick. He would always use blanket statements to, yeah, that's what they do. Because, see, they can't call you out. He a demon. He can't call you out in front of everybody. Now, sometimes they will do, but this particular people, people like that, they won't do it. So they do like a blanket statement. That way they know they're speaking to everybody. And yet still, this sorry joker will be sick. It's no big deal when he's sick and he has the flu. It's no big deal when he got to miss 2 weeks of work because he broke his leg. It's no big deal when he does it. Yeah, whatever. Miss me with that. That's all I got to say with that. My wife say, do it when voice is small in your head, because when it gets loud or you're about to move, step out on faith, even if you have to work both. Yeah, you might have to work your current job to get to your God-given purpose, but that's fine. Work at your current job and use that money or whatever, that time that you have extra, and do what God told you to do. That's what you got to do. My sister say, ooh, we bro, bring it out tonight. Yes, amen. All right, let's scroll down a little bit further. Let me go down. Read the last few. Let me see. Hold on, let me scroll back up just a little. Alan B say, Heather, they hate you because you're an awesome woman of God. People always go hate anybody. So a woman, man of God, they go hate you. They don't like you. Just get it in your head. They don't like me. They hate me. They don't care anything about me. They don't care if I'm sick, got the flu. They don't care. They evil. Just saying. So they don't care. You already had it in your head. That way, nothing should surprise you when the narcissist do what the narcissist go do. And that's why I got to the point. So they would say certain things. Like I said, I just got to shut them down. You got to realize you got to stand up and stand in your God-given purpose. Like, man, God gave me a mouth and he gave me, I'm saying, a mind. So just like they said something cruel or evil, okay. Well, let's go ahead and shut this down. Like I told y'all at the job when I had to do that with that guy when I drive into it. You can do this at any place. You don't have to curse them out. You don't have to get loud. Just go ahead and tell them what you got to tell them. And a lot of times, it's like I told you, like the bully on the playground. They're going to back down because then they feel this small. They feel like, well, I didn't know Solomon would say that. I didn't know Telsha would say that. Well, you should have known. You should have known that we would say that. You should have known Shannon would stand up and tell you something. I mean, maybe Shannon didn't say something the last time, but guess what? This time you rubbed it the wrong way. So now she's saying something. You're like, whoa. And you got friends and family. You got to say these things too. It's not just in the word. It goes both ways. So you got friends and family. Y'all would not stand up to because that's your mama. That's your dad. Okay. If they're narcissists or even they're not narcissists, you letting them run over you. Okay, shame on you. That's all I'm gonna say. Shame on you. My sister say this is good, bro. Thank you. Joy say that. My wife say, please reconsider and go to Yahweh about celebrating Halloween, fall festivals, etc. Especially so much evil happens in October, especially surrounded at time specifically. Yeah, we don't celebrate any holidays, like especially them pagan holidays. I'm gonna go back and do a teaching on one of those soon. I know Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that stuff. Once you know, I can't go back and continue doing that. And I ain't gonna lie, I had a Christmas tree years back before I had a tree, a big old tree, like an 8-foot tree, decorated everything. And then once me and Shannon started digging into this, this demonic, this evil, this has nothing to do with. Wait, this ain't got nothing to do with Jesus. Oh, okay. So I can't go back and go buy a Christmas tree at Walmart or your local store and then set it up in this house. Nah, I'm not putting up lights. I ain't putting up no Merry Christmas signs. I don't buy Christmas presents. Actually, it saves you a lot of money. It saves you a lot of money not doing a lot of this stuff the world doing. You got to think about that. But she's right. Halloween, man, that's some evil stuff right there, bro. That's evil. Like demonic. Think about it. They dressing up. If y'all don't know about the white paint and stuff, when they put the white paint on their face and what this stuff means, I'm not even talking. Y'all need to go dig into this stuff. When they do, I know we off topic right now, but hey, it happens. So when they doing all this stuff with white face, putting on these evil masks like Michael Myers and Jason, think about how evil that is. They're taking that same demonic movie, putting on these little 3, 4, 5-year-old kids and going up to y'all saying trick or treat. Do you really know what trick or treat actually means? I'm just saying, man, it ain't even funny. But I was a kid back then. I used to go do Halloween. I'm talking about way back in the day, back in the 80s. I was born in 78, so back in the 80s, we used to have these big old, the big old paper bags. So I come back home with a paper bag, sometimes 2 paper bags full of candy. And then people start getting evil. They start showing their true colors, like narcissists doing, like evil people do. These people start putting razor blades and rat poison in the candy. They will melt the candy down. I don't know if they still do this, but they probably do. They melt the candy down, put a razor blade in there, put it back together, put it in the freezer, put it back on the twist. You're not paying attention. You letting your child just eat all this candy, and then boom, they sucking on it, razor blade in their mouth, or they sucking rat poison. I'm just telling you that's what these evil people do. And y'all the best thing you can do if you go do trick or treat, which I don't agree with, if you go take your child out there trick or treat, have candy at home that you already done bought. Take all that doggone candy after you done let them run around. Because I know some of y'all go do it and you're not gonna listen to me, and that's cool. But they do all that run around in the neighborhoods, take all the candy and throw that trash away. It's trash. Throw it away. You don't know what them people done did with their candy. Hey, how you doing, Jamaican Barb? You don't know what they think about. You don't know what they did with their candy. I'm just saying, they was doing this back in the 80s, razor blades and rat poisoning. I don't know what they doing in 2021 because I ain't been trick-or-treating in years. So I don't know what they do. I could only imagine what they're doing with some of this candy with COVID and all this other stuff going on. Okay. Okay. So yeah, we got to do a teaching on some of this stuff. So yeah. My sister say the Satanists releases curses on Halloween candy every year. See, it went from razor blades and rat poison to releasing curses. I believe that. So now we doing curses on. See, so yeah. Y'all better stop playing with these holidays. Start really go. You ain't got to listen to me. You ain't got to listen to Telstra. You ain't got to listen to my wife. You ain't got to listen to Cluster B. You ain't got to listen to. You ain't got to listen to none of us about these holidays. Just like we figured some of this stuff out on our own. God gave y'all a brain just like he gave us one. So you can go look up some of this stuff and find it out for yourself. Look up pagan holidays. Look up what Christmas really mean, what Halloween really mean, Cinco de Mayo, 4th of July, Valentine's Day. Yeah, we got to break down all these holidays. I think Shannon and I might have to come together and just break down holidays, just go all the way around the whole, each one of them. Y'all be like, wait, what? Some of y'all know, some of y'all don't, but we need to all be on the same page. And then after that, you still choose to celebrate their holidays. We're still friends. We're still family. I mean, I'm not going to abandon you. I'm going to pray for you and hope you come out of it. But I can't. That's like praying for a narcissist. I mean, hey, it is what it is. Yes. So let me see. Let me read a few more. My wife say, the TL she talking to facts. My children got viciously sick the last time they went trick-or-treating. Had to take them. See, that's what I'm saying. Like Telstra said, that curses on the candy. And y'all, like I say, y'all out there running around with people that kill people on TV, like Michael Myers, Jason, Freddy Krueger. You got these masks on, Scream, and whatever the horror movie you can think of. They got this mask on, coming to your door, talking about some trick or treat. Do you know what the trick or treat means? Yeah, we got to break this down. Shane, we got to come together and break that down. Or I'll do one, you do. We'll tag. I'll do one holiday, you do the other one, and just break this down because people need to know. I did one. I think about Christmas. You can go check that one out. About Christmas. Matter of fact, it was about should employees celebrate Christmas at the workplace? Or it says should Christians celebrate Christmas in the workplace? Y'all go check that one out. It's an older one, but I spoke on Christmas and broke down some of the reasons why you probably shouldn't be going to the Christmas party. And if you're eating potluck, well, that's just nasty. It has nothing to do with holidays. Potluck, I don't do potluck because I don't know what y'all put in y'all pot. I'm not eating dog hair and rat hair and rat meat and nah, you missed me on that. I can't do it. Some of y'all don't wash the meat. I'm just saying, y'all don't. I didn't see that they don't even wash the meat. Take the meat straight out the pack and just throw it in the skillet and say it's gonna cook off the. Okay. You go ahead eat potluck and you wonder why you always sick when you get home. Okay. Adam B said Christmas Santa is seen as all knowing and everywhere he knows when you're awake. Yeah. Yeah, those same letters wants to know and everywhere like God, Santa rearranges Satan. Sure is. Definitely is. I'm glad you said that, brother. He sure is. Hold on, let me get this off there. I can't see it. Okay. Oh, Beth said, y'all please do that. I want to see that. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we go break down these holidays, like really break them down. Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, all the holidays, all of them. We're gonna go deeper because we want to bring the history of where it first started from, which is a lot of it is Roman holidays, but that's for another story. I know some of y'all might be Catholic and y'all probably don't want to hear that. But on that video, you're gonna hear it because that's what we're gonna do because it's the truth. I ain't got no reason to lie for y'all. I'm gonna back it up with in safety. One thing I learned whenever I come out with a safety thing, when I used to do safety meetings, people are like, well, where you get that from? Put it out on black and white. I give them the paper on black and white. So you go argue with the kangaroo. So guess what, Shannon? I'll go pull it out on black and white. So be more of a teacher. Go pull it out. Here you go. You go read it for yourself. Here you go. Boom. There you go. Plain as day. So you can argue with that if you want to, but you know what I'm saying? That is, I didn't do luck, period. Yeah, I don't believe in luck anyway. Say faith-based work. Oh yeah, we definitely gonna do that. But go check out the one, like I said, I did about Christmas. I think Shannon did one too on one of the holidays, but we're gonna do all of them. I told you we got endless content over here. People think that, you know, they ask me where I get content from. God, we get content all the time. I mean, I don't have to steal anybody content, just constant coming out. So yeah, we'll just do all the holiday. Maybe I will go stay with my dad on Halloween. Y'all, oh man. They were doing it in the 1960s, razor blades and candy. I remember that happening in San Francisco when I was 9. See, that's needles and fruit. Yeah, I remember that too. I don't remember it. I wasn't born in the 60s, but I remember people talking about that because they was doing it in the 80s. They sure was. Yep. They was giving away like different fruit and stuff and had the yeah. Ooh. Think about you biting until it got a needle in there. It ain't no new needle. Yeah, it ain't new. It ain't new at all. So yeah. So let me see. Let me read a few more. We're gonna go ahead. My sister say no potlucks here. Since you don't want that what they call that? That I can't remember the potluck. People always cook it. And you don't never know what it is. That's why they call it potluck. You can't figure out what it is. You don't know if it's mashed potatoes, if it's rice, if it's you just don't know. They say it's beans, but it be green. I don't know. I know dry beans. I ain't never ate no green dry beans. I don't know. I be like, nah, I can't do it. They found hair in the fruit tray at our potluck. See, that's what I'm saying. And a lot of times it don't even be human hair. It be dog hair. It be pet hair because these people got pets. And I learned this. I had a dog. I had a Belgian Malamar. And when Shannon and I got together, I had a dog named Stella. And I was cooking one day in the house. I just happened to turn back and, you know, I looked up and through the light, I just seen the hair just float. It wasn't my hair. It was my dog hair just floating in there. I was like, what? I covered my pot. I was like, no. I was like, man, dog hair just floating. It wasn't one. It was like a bunch of them just floating. I'm like, what? And she over there, you know, she just playing around, like running around in the living room. Hair just floating. I was like, man. So that's what made me want. I like, man, you know what? A lot of people with pets. And I know they try to be as clean as they can, but yeah. Pet hair just floating in the air. Where do you think it's gonna land? Right on your pot roast. Pot roast, yeah, pot roast and pet hair. Hey, go together. The PP, pot roast and pet hair. I do not eat everybody cooking, everybody not clean. I sure don't eat everybody cooking. You do not know what folks do in their homes or what is going inside their home. And that's something else we need to talk about. Eating these different people's food. That's something else we can talk about. Besides the holidays. Eating a lot of people food, like Telsha said, people doing word curses over candy. What do you think they're doing? They food for they bring their potluck to the job, and you wonder why everybody got upset stomach and got headaches. People then did they okay. Ain't necessarily they just put something into the food. They doing stuff. I'm right. I didn't even see that. People curse foods on potlucks. I just said that. Well, that's good. I like this. I like this. See, my family, we vibing together. I didn't even read that, and I just said that. So yeah. All right, y'all. I didn't took up enough of y'all time. I know we started late, but I appreciate y'all. Right. I know exactly what she's talking about. Pet hair on the pot pie. Not on my pot. We ain't gonna go there, but yeah, pet hair on the pot pie. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, it was pet hair. Yeah. But anyway, man, thank y'all for being here with me. I know we started late, but I appreciate y'all coming in. You know, being in the chat and stuff. And you know, if you didn't learn anything else, learn that you can set boundaries at work. Learn that you should set boundaries at work. You should also have learned that you should stand up for yourself, even in the workplace. And amongst all that, man, pray at work. Pray on your way to work. Play gospel music when you can. Pray at work. You can pray all the time doing work. Don't just sit there and take this stuff and think that, well, you know, I'm at work, so you know I can't do a lot of stuff. No, pray at work as well. You know, because a lot of things going on at work, a lot of things going on from my house to work. Some of us had to drive an hour, like Telsha said earlier, an hour and 45 minutes. So a lot of things go on, you know, at work and you know, on our way to work. You know, you're dealing with road rage and all that. So pray on your way to work. Play your gospel music. Get your mind right, because you know you're going into a crazy house. I'm just saying. Again, National Domestic Violence Hotline. This is the number right here. You're dealing with domestic violence, please call that number. Auntie Karen always put it in here. It's real. Write that number down. Say the number to your phone. You never know when you might need it. It's not just 911. They got other numbers that you can call. And here go the other number. Thank you, Auntie Karen, for putting that National Suicide Prevention Hotline. If you think about suicide or anything like that, you can't get in touch with, You know, with one of us, what does my wife at Norfolk Living, what does Telsha at the TMPD, what does Auntie Karen, Cluster Be Free, Karen Smith, or Joy, or one of your friends, or your mom, whatever, man, call these numbers. That's what these numbers are here for. They got trained professionals to help you. So just realize that. Just realize that. And then again, on a real serious note, man, before we get out here, I do want to say this. Don't eat potluck because it might have hair in it. That's the tip for the night. That's the tip for the night. Don't eat that potluck, man. I'm telling you, that potluck, man. I don't believe in luck, so I'm just saying the potluck ain't nothing lucky about it. It's like she said, they put word curses on the food, y'all. I can't even eat the food. The food got it. Not only does it have hair in it, and not only did you probably use rat meat or some other meat, because I'm from Louisiana. I don't know if y'all know Louisiana, they eat everything, like everything. I'm not even I'm not making this up. People eat all kind of stuff. They eat possum, snakes, and rats, and they eat everything. I ain't trying to upset y'all. What I'm saying here, you'll go to some of these people and talk about potluck, and they'll have rat meat in there. I know, because I was gonna do they had a gumbo cook. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna pray we're gonna get out of here. They had a gumbo cook-off. They always do them in Louisiana, like different place. They do a gumbo cook-off. So you might have 50 people that cook their gumbo. And I was going to eat the gumbo. I know how to make gumbo, and I love gumbo. Y'all ain't never been in Louisiana, I don't know what gumbo is. Basically you take a roux, you make the gumbo and stuff. You know, you make your roux, and then you can do seafood, which is crab, shrimp, and all that good stuff. Some people put orange, you put sausage in there, chicken. You know, we do different things down here in Louisiana. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say we got the best food in the country. Some people will argue with me. That's fine. If you haven't eaten Louisiana food, you can't argue with me. Until you come down, I had to make Shannon a believer. I'm telling you, come down to Louisiana, eat our food, you'll be like, oh, okay. But again, I'm telling you, I was gonna eat some of the gumbo. They had a bunch of vendors at this place, paid to get in, and then when I when I walked into the first thing, I'm like, well, what's in your gumbo? They don't tell you what's in there. And I was like, why wouldn't you tell me? I'm thinking, just regular, chicken, like I said, sausage, the regular stuff that we put in our gumbo, crabs, shrimp, stuff like that, okra, a little stuff. And then when my homeboy pulled me to the side, he said, nah, bro, don't eat none of this. They said some of these people put possum, they put rats, they put rabbits. And I eat rabbit, but I'm just saying they put different stuff, turtle, all this other stuff in their gumbo. So they're not gonna tell you what's in there. I'm like, wait, what? I say, man, hold up, bro. So yeah. So think about a Louisiana person cooking you a potluck. Oh, that's a whole different ballgame. It might not even be, it ain't that it's evil. It's just you don't know what meat is. You don't know what you're eating. So I'm just saying. So you can be like, oh man, this is good. It tastes like chicken. Okay. I didn't eat fried frog legs. I'm telling you, I'm from Louisiana. Fried frog legs taste like chicken. Some people say alligator tastes like chicken. I've eaten alligator. It don't taste like chicken to me, but it's good. But I'm just saying, so if you're not used to eating stuff like that, you might not want to eat a potluck nowhere in Louisiana, or people that say they're from Louisiana, you might not want to eat their potluck. I'm just saying. Now, a lot of them can't cook, but they can use different meats, and you might be eating possum or squirrel. They eat squirrel down here. Just whatever animal you want to go look at, I guarantee Louisiana, they cook it. Like I seen Shannon put it in. My dad, he's in Baton Rouge. He eat everything. Wow, I don't care what it is. Whatever it is. Yeah. Shannon said, I love Louisiana cooking though. So my dad cook everything. He cooked deer roast. Now deer roast is good. I know I ain't talking about cooking, but I'm just saying deer roast, possum, everything. They cook everything. I'm trying to tell y'all. So don't be eating them potluck. You don't know what you eating. And if they don't tell you what the meat is, that's a whole different ball game. Oh, Pizza Lisa, I don't put all this stuff in my gumbo. Pizza Lisa, you from Louisiana or something? Because a lot of people don't know what gumbo is. Like up north, you tell people, like, what's that? What's gumbo? They don't know what boudin is. Y'all, I can't teach you. I've been telling Rizzo about all this stuff too, but we got boudin, we got crawfish, we got shrimp etouffee, crawfish. You ain't eating none of that stuff. Y'all missing out. I know y'all might think y'all got the best food wherever you at, but yeah. Oh, look, Auntie Karen say, wait, what? Alligator and possum is good. Hey, I eat alligator. I eat fried alligator, and I eat blackened alligator. I'll eat that. Yeah, I eat that all the time. Oh, Pizza Lee from Louis. Oh, okay. She from New Orleans. Okay. Well, cool. I'm from Lake Charles. Say we from Louisiana. I've been in New Orleans a bunch of times. But yeah, so yeah, she know how to cook gumbo. So anybody from Louisiana, they know how to cook, but like she said, she don't put all that stuff in her food. She said she don't put She'll put no possum and squirrel in her alligator. So okay. Head down, I'm telling you, alligator is good. I'm telling you, get some fried alligator, man. And they do good alligator. You know, Texas trying to copy Louisiana, but I ain't trying to talk about Texas. But they got some restaurants around here that cook fried alligator. It's pretty good. I got Shannon to eat fried alligator. It's good. It's good. I'm telling you, y'all got to explore. Stop just eating burgers and just regular food. Explore. Let me read. I'm about to get out of here, but y'all got me cracking up. My wife said I gained 20 pounds when we first started dating. Was eating all Louisiana food. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I had she had never been to Louisiana before, so we had her eating a piece of Lee. We had her eating fried seafood. Was going to all the little restaurants eating fried seafood. Going to Baton Rouge, going to New Orleans, eating at we was down there on Bourbon Street, and we ate at Willie's Chicken. You know, we went to Willie's Chicken, got the chicken. We ate. I can't remember the couple of seafood spots when Shannon and I went down there. We went down there for a New Orleans Saints game, but yeah, we had her eating so much food, man. And she had put on like 15 to 25. She said, "Oh no, just I can't do this." But I'm telling you, Louisiana, we got the food. Look, Beth say Popeyes. I don't know if y'all got Popeyes where y'all at, but Popeyes is good. It really is. It really is. I was thinking to the stick. Yes, New Orleans will put some weight on. Yeah, New Orleans. Now, I will tell you this. Peace Lee might disagree with me, but I will tell you this. North Louisiana and South Louisiana, I'm telling you, the cooking is different. So if you go to Shreveport, now they do have a couple of spots. I have found a couple of spots in Shreveport that's decent, but everybody think the cooking, because what I found out, North Louisiana, like Shreveport and Bossier City and all them, you know, Bastrop and all them areas up there, they cook almost like Arkansas food, which isn't Louisiana food. So you want real good Louisiana food. I ain't trying to put, you go to Lake Charles, you go to Lafayette, you go to Baton Rouge, you go to New Orleans, Mamouche, Tanya, you want good boudin, Scott, Louisiana stuff, you go to them places. So you want to do a Louisiana tour, I might can hook you up, it'll cost you, but I can hook you. I'm just saying. So the food down here is like, it's like no other food. See, Peace Lee agree. I'm telling y'all, we got food down here for days that I be sending pictures to Rizzo. Rizzo like, man, what is you eating? Like, hey, we about be down here cooking. We got different seasoning. I done been up north. I done been to Boston. Food was plain and dry, like me chewing on the, like me eating this business card right here. Just like, what is this? Like, what? Where's the seasoning? What? And it ain't got to be spicy, but where's the flavor? It just, I might as well eat this sheet of paper right here. I mean, I was like, man, what is this, man? And I ain't saying everywhere in Boston they can't cook, but Boston, and I've been to Chicago, unless I go to a chain restaurant. I mean, I'm just saying. Just saying. I go to chain restaurant, it'd be all right, but all them little mom and pop restaurants y'all got up north, okay. I'll put any restaurant up north against any restaurant we got down in Louisiana. I promise you, we'll beat you. I guarantee you. We can make this a cooking thing. I guarantee y'all be like, wait, what? I never even heard of that. You ain't got to hear about it. We got a lot of hole-in-the-wall restaurants all over Louisiana. I promise their food better than your chain restaurant that you got at home. Red Lobster, we'll outdo them. Any little seafood restaurant, I'll outdo them. I'm just saying. I'm about to get out of here, man. Y'all got me talking about food. I'm getting hungry again. I know Rizzo probably probably getting hungry. When I touch meat to cook, I cringe. Y'all is bad. Oh Lord. I love looking at that ruby meat, like beef, and you season it up after I wash it. After I wash it, you season it up and marinate it and cook the roast. And oh man, that's good eating right there. Dinosaur, I love Chicago pizza. I admit that their pizza was good, but I ate some other food. Now I found when I was in Chicago, I will not lie, I did find a Jamaican style restaurant. Now that restaurant was a hole in the wall. That restaurant was on point. I ain't gonna lie, that restaurant was on point. But for the most part, the other food I ate, nah, I was like, okay, it was okay, I mean, it's edible, It just ain't Louisiana, so I'm just saying. Wait, hold on, what y'all just said? Alligator burger sounds so good, man. Tell you, man, we got all kind of stuff down here. Y'all missing out. Y'all better come to Louisiana and Texas. Well, really Louisiana, if you really want to get some. You like, man, hold on. See, Kingdom Mountain Valley, no, blackened alligator is so good. Black alligator, it's good. I don't know if y'all ever ate beef jerky. I had alligator jerky one time. Man, it was fresh. Man, that alligator jerky was so good. It's better than any beef jerky I ever ate in my life. But that's something you only go find in Louisiana. Again, you're not gonna find it. We can sit here and talk about food all night, but I'm not gonna do that with y'all. My wife said a small small hole in the walls are the best. Just say your prayer before you eat. Yeah, exactly. Make sure you pray over your food. And make sure you pray over your food. That's wherever you go. Chain restaurants or hole in the wall. Just make sure you pray over your food. But yeah, I'm telling y'all, man, y'all come down to Louisiana, y'all can be like, okay. Even right here to Texas and Houston, you know, they got some spots. You know what I'm saying? Maybe whenever Shannon and I do, you know, some kind of retreat or do something, you know, maybe I'll get together and cook something. I don't know. And we'll cook like a big old thing. Maybe we got a piece of leaf come from New Orleans and we just all cook together like Louisiana style. That's when you get your fried alligator, your fried crawfish. We do your fried, you know, catfish or catfish fillet. Just go all in. You got crawfish etouffee, shrimp etouffee. Might have gumbo, potato salad. We don't put raisins in our potato salads. I'm just saying. We don't do raisins. If you're eating raisins in your potato salad, I'm not saying that. Oh, Pizza Lee say shit. Oh, so I didn't even know. See, we got Louisiana people. We migrated to Houston, you know, because of different things, but we can cook down here. So I'm just saying. So she in Houston. So see if y'all come to Houston, whoever set up something, we got to get together and we just cook some food and you know. But yeah, we don't do raisins in our potato salad. We can't do it, man. You can't do it. So if you eating raisins in your potato salad, enough said. I don't want to eat your potluck or none of your food. Doctor say, hey, I've seen on the internet a lot of people put raisins in their potato salad. I don't understand. Whatever. What tells? Oh no, wait. I can enjoy some steak and seafood. Prefer not to cook. Yeah, steak and seafood is good. Sister says she gonna stop at root crit. Root crit. I never ate a root crit. I know it's expensive. I was gonna go, but I just buy my own steaks and season them up. Whatever. I mean, but yeah, me and Shannon got to go to root crits one day. But yeah, man, let me get out of here. But we talking about food. I know half of y'all are probably hungry. Like, man, let me. Yeah, we didn't talk about all kind of food, but yeah. So let me see what hold on. I heard so much about Houston, would love to visit. Yeah, Shane and I've been talking about doing some stuff, so we're gonna try to put something together, and then you know we're gonna figure out what it is. And then Telsha is also coming down here like next year, September. She's planning to come down here, so she's gonna have something. So we're gonna figure out something, and once we go to God and pray and figure it out, we're gonna put something on, like a teaching on narcissists and stuff like that. So we're gonna put something together as well, and yeah, we're gonna try to get some. I ain't saying I'm gonna cook every day out here, but we probably get together and cook something or something like that at least. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I seen something. I think Pizza Lee said she was somewhere in Texas. I don't know where it's at. I don't know where it went. It went somewhere. She was telling my wife. Okay, I see in Lee City. Okay, I know where that's at. Lee City down there on 45. So okay, all right, y'all. Let's go ahead and say our prayer and get out of here. It's already 9:22. Like I said, I had started late already. So, huh? Oh, hold on, wait. I see it. See, Shannon was hollering at me. Okay, 3-day conference in Houston, September 2022. So yeah, that's gonna be awesome. So we get to meet my sister in person. Hey, you can be sister you never met, you know, sister and brother you never met him in person before. She's still my sister. Rizzo, my brother, I ain't never met him in person. Alan Beamer, I ain't never. I'm just Joy in Dallas. Well, I met Joy. I have met Joy in person. Joy is cool. I'm telling y'all, Joy is cool. And guess what? Her voice sounds just the way she sounded on her live. I'm just saying. So she sounded the same. So it's that same voice. She's not faking and just talk. That's how she talks. I'm just saying. I don't know Joy in here. She probably go like, man, but yeah, that's how she talks. So I'm just saying. Joy talked the same. Just that same voice that you hear on her live. You ever been in Pink Girl Teachers Live? That's how Joy sound in person. I'm telling you, I'm just sitting at the table and she talking like she had a recording or something. She sound the same. Just saying. Some people don't sound the same. They don't look the same either, but she looking sound. I'm just saying she looking sound the same. My baby daddy tried to put raisins in the coat. So I don't do coleslaw. See, nah, I don't do coleslaw. I can't do the coleslaw. I never did like coleslaw. I think middle school messed me up. It was all running and stuff and nasty. I was like, nah, I can't do that. And I don't even want to learn how to cook it or make it or whatever. Nah. Oh, you're welcome, sis. You're welcome. Wait, what you said? She said Joy is crazy in person. Just see, Joy not even in here. Well, she probably in here and probably working out or something. Usually she be working out at the gym. Joy, it's not me. So I didn't call. Okay. She funny though. I ain't gonna lie. She really is funny in person. Joy is really, really funny. I'm telling y'all, like, wait, what? I'm just cracking up laughing. I'm like, okay. And her voice sounds exactly the same. Okay, y'all, let's say a prayer so we can get out of here, man. We didn't talk about food. I didn't got a little hungry. Maybe we want to go find me some doggone fried alligator or something right now. I ain't about to though, but man, fried alligator sound good right now. Oh, Joy in here. See. I didn't say it, Joy. I didn't say it. That was Shannon. All I said was you sound just like on your live, and you do. I mean, her live. You ever hear her talk that same voice? That's how she sound in person. She'll talk to you like, okay, she sound the same. Y'all here funny, man. Just say, but I'm not quiet. Y'all here funny, man. I'm trying to say Joy is hilarious. She is. Joy is funny. Joy is funny. Joy is our resident alligator hunter. I'm just saying. Y'all know what I'm talking. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Shannon know what I'm talking about. She's our resident alligator hunter. She don't really hunt them. She take pictures of them. I'm just saying. She. Now we eat them, Joy. We eat the alligator. Joy take pictures of them. So I don't know how we gonna work that out because we eat them. So we got to kill them to eat them, Joy. But Joy take pictures of them. I think she's a protector of the alligators. I don't know. All right, I'm about to leave y'all alone. All right, y'all. Let's say a prayer. I'm glad y'all still was in here with me. Wait, what? Y'all keep saying so every time about the raisins freak. Why raisins freak you out? What are you talking about? Why raisins freak you out? I got so many questions. I don't understand why. Wait, what? Raisins? Okay. Hey, different stuff freak out different people. I don't understand why raisins freak you out, but I guess you'll tell us. I don't know, but okay. Yeah, hey, this has been fun. I'm glad y'all just in here, even though we started late, able to spend time. One day we got to do something about, I know, like I said, I know Telsha's coming down here September 2022 for a three-day conference. I put that up there. As she let out more details, and we all gonna find out about that. I know Shannon and I was gonna try to do something, coming soon. So we're gonna figure out something. And Joy's right there in Dallas as well. So we all like in Texas. So yeah, we're gonna have to get together and do something and come together and do something. We'll figure it out. But I ain't eating no raisins in the potato salad though. So don't even do it. Don't do it. I'm gonna flip it over. You know how Jesus flipped over them tables? I'm gonna flip the table. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I won't do that. I just ain't gonna eat it. I'm just not gonna eat it. George said we should go to Hawaii. I would. It's expensive, but I mean, I've been to Hawaii. I was stationed in Hawaii from 96 to 99, and I went back, I think in 2014 or 15, something like that. I know I went back. Shannon was stationed there in Hawaii before she retired. So we've been all over Honolulu. I've been to the Big Island a bunch of times. I've been to Maui once. Yeah, I didn't been there. I know Auntie Karen out there. We all do need to get together probably at some point. I'll go back. I mean, that's a lot of stuff to do. So it's better than going to Honduras. I can tell you that. I'll go to Hawaii anytime. I'm not getting started with Honduras. I'm just saying. I'll go to Hawaii anytime for the other H. I'll go there. At least they got restaurants that I know besides what's that chicken place? Bojangles. They ain't, Honduras only got Bojangles. So yeah. All right. So let's pray so we can get out of here. Y'all cracking me up, man. We have alligators at my aunt's house in Florida. We pay attention and stay away from the edge of the yard. Yeah, alligators, they'll get you. I got a picture where I caught like a smaller alligator in Lafayette, Louisiana. It was a smaller. We caught it, but yeah, I didn't eat it though. I didn't eat that one. I ate them at the restaurant. Yeah. All right, let's say a prayer so we can get out of here, y'all. Whew. Getting hot. I should have turned my ceiling fan on high. All right, let's say a prayer so we can get out of here. God, I just want to thank you. Thank you. I know, we started off late, but I appreciate, everybody just staying in place, and we were able to get the everything up and running. Thank God for my wife for helping me get I know she said she fixed my laptop. It was just a delay. It was a delay, and every delay is in our favor. So we still able to come through and do the teaching on the workplace with narcissism being in control, and morale being low. So we're just praying that if they have any narcissists in any workplace, or anybody that's in this live, or anybody that's going to watch the replay, that you just remove the narcissists from those situations, no matter if they're in management, the CEO, a co-worker, whomever. I don't care if it's the guy cutting the grass if he's a narcissist, we're just praying that you remove these people and replace them with people that need to be at these places of employment. We know narcissists running rampant in the school systems and in the police department, just different, government and churches and all of that. Any place of business, for the most part, they have a narcissist usually in there. So we're just praying for the removal of these people. We praying for discernment. We praying that you just show us, different people that need to come out of these different places of employment, start their own business. We praying that their faith is increased, so they know that the job that they're supposed to be doing, their purpose, that you already showed it to them. They already have it in them. They have $1 million businesses in them, and they just sitting on it. And what they're waiting for, we have no idea. We praying that the wait stops. We praying that you give them the revelation just to stand up on their own 2 feet and do your will, whatever that is for them. So we praying that you open up their eyes, remove the scales from their eyes, and they just open up and be able to see things not only in the physical, but in the spiritual as well. We pray for people that's dealing with narcissist abuse right now. We know narcissist abuse running rampant, in families and things like that. So we pray if they go on no contact, you just give them the strength and the courage to be able to go no contact, and then also to be able to stay no contact, because we know when you go back and forth, it's just prolonging the blessing. And we know the blessing, you don't bless mess. So we just praying for people that's dealing with that. We praying for everybody that's dealing with parental alienation, whether it's with their own child or whatever. We praying for those situations that you would just show them the way, and pray for these children that, we break these generational curses and remove these soul ties from things that's going on and been going on for years and years. So we're just praying for all these situations. We praying for people that, friends and family that's dealing with narcissist abuse, or just dealing with abuse, or just down on their luck, dealing with bad times, dealing with, physical ailments, or dealing, with cancer or whatever it is. We just praying that you just touch their body, heal their body, touch their mind, that you talk to them, because we know we depend on our doctor so much, but we know the doctor does not have the final say on whatever goes on in our life. You have the final say on that, and we have to have the faith to be able to go to you in prayer and worship and know that you can change the situation in an instant. You can remove cancer in an instant. You can remove AIDS in an instant. You can remove all these things in an instant. We've seen Jesus did it with the blind man. You can remove these things in the instant. We just praying that you just keep just touching these people, keep doing what you do, because we know only through you is the only way that we can keep moving forward. Because we try to do this by ourselves, we never end up where we're supposed to be. So we want to make sure we pray that we get closer to you, and we just keep going to you in prayer, not just once a day, not just once a week, not once a month, but daily, 3, 4, 5, however many times it takes to just go to you and pray and figure these things out. So we're praying again for the removal out of these workplaces, if we can move. We're praying for, the promotions in some of these workplaces. If you choose them to stay in these workplaces, we pray that they get promoted and be able to take the positions that they need to lead more people to Christ in the way you see fit. Again, we thank you for this live. We thank you for everybody that was in this live, and we thank you for everybody that's going to watch the replay. This we ask in your son Jesus' name. Amen. Amen and amen. Thank y'all again, everybody being in here. Like I said, I know he went over. We started late and everything. I know we went a little bit over. And actually, I went, wait, it was 9:32. So we ain't started. Okay. But thank y'all. I hope y'all was, like I said, able to learn something out of this video, with the let me put that back up, matter of fact. Hold on. With the narcissists and stuff in the workplace, because they there. Trust me, you don't have to. Well, maybe they're not in my workplace. If they're not there, hey, God bless you. Trust me. And they're not there. But chances are you have a narcissist somewhere in your workplace, and they probably in management. They human resources. I didn't see a narcissist in there. You think that's a person you can go talk to? No, it's the person that's actually working for the company. It's not supposed to be like that, but I'm just telling you what I know. A lot of them people are narcissists, and they just ran by the company. So just realize that as well. So again, hey, if you haven't liked the video, man, like the video. If you already have, thank you. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Let's get this video out there and other videos like it. Subscribe to my wife's channel at Not Free Living. She'll be live Saturday at 1 p.m. She just went live before me, so go check out her live. She did. You ain't gotta do it tonight, but maybe do it, tomorrow or something. Check out Telsha. She'll be live tomorrow. The T on MPD and a relationship. She's live every Thursday. Joy is live on Sunday. You got all kind of people in here. We can get stuff. Joy, Pink Girl Teaches. When she not photographing alligators and ducks, she go live. I'm playing, Joe. She do got ducks though. I don't know if you ever seen it. She got ducks too. So she go live on Sunday. So you go subscribe to her channel, and all these people I'm naming all have great channel. And then also Auntie Karen, Cluster Be Free. Karen Smith, she has a good channel. She big on TikTok and doing different things. And then my brother Rizzo, he also has a channel, Rizzo's Protector Group. If you're in the CSI and crime scene investigation and wiretaps and people getting arrested or serving time and they're not supposed to, the brother has a real good podcast. He started last year. He's growing. Matter of fact, he's in 78 countries. Y'all hear me? Rizzo Protector Group. My brother is in the chat. He's in 78 countries with his podcast. I don't know about you, but I don't know 78 countries that I can name right off. I can name a good bit, but I don't know 78 right off the bat. But he's in 78 countries right now, and he said his goal before the end of the year is to get to 100. So we're gonna pray that brother able to get that and get to that 100 countries. Like I said, I can't even name 78 countries right off top. But go support him over there on his podcast. You can listen to it through Alexa. You can listen through it Spotify, iTunes, and all that stuff. And then also he's been posting it on his YouTube channel. So go support him as well. He do a lot of crime scene stuff, like a lot of crime scene investigative stuff, and it's all good. So again, thank y'all for just spending time with us and just being with us tonight. I appreciate it. I appreciate you supporting my wife. You know, she went live right before me, so it's always awesome. And supporting all the other channels, because it's always needed that we need to come together and support one another. And the devil tried to do it. He tried to break all this up, but God's like, nah, not on my watch. So we're not doing it over here. So we all together. If you didn't know we was together, if you got a question, wondering if we together, if you wasn't in Clubhouse last night, you'd have figured it out. But we telling you each week, you can see it. We stand as united front, and we're here to stay. And that's my brothers and sisters in Christ. And hey, I got you, and I know they got me. So hey, and we got more too. If you go on Clubhouse, Shannon got even more women and men that support us as well. And then everybody, they got different people support. So it's just good to see when different channels and different people can come together and do something. So God has something for all of us. Each one of us in this live, each one of y'all is going to watch this replay. He has something for you. You might be able to walk away from your job. You might not be making 100 figures right off, but you might be able to make enough money where you can sustain until you can get to that point. But you got to step out on faith. You got to have the faith the size of a mustard seed to be able to do that. So just realize that. And again, man, thank y'all again for just being here. I appreciate it. Appreciate all y'all. Y'all have a good night. And man, we'll see y'all. When I'm gonna see y'all? Well, tomorrow. I'll be in Tulsa thing tomorrow for sure. Oh no, hold on. We got our son's birthday tomorrow. I'll try to jump in. I don't know what time we're going, but we got his birthday tomorrow. So tell we're not in there, that's why, but we'll try to jump in if we can, Shannon and myself, because we do got his birthday, so we'll be celebrating that tomorrow. But we'll jump in there. If not, we'll catch the replay or whatever. But Friday, I'll be back live. I don't even know what I'm talking about yet, but I'll be back live Friday. And then Shannon, like I said, should be live Saturday, draw on Sunday. And go check out Cluster B Karen. I mean, you got all kind of channels, and Rizzo, like we said, you got all kind of channels to check out in here. So it's not a shortage of content, is what I'm telling y'all. So you got content galore in here that you can just check out, and you just how y'all binge watch your favorite Netflix shows. You can go binge watch our videos you want to. I mean, I ain't mad at you watch binge watching. I'm just saying, all right, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow. A little bit if I can jump and tell something. If not, I'll see y'all Friday for sure. God bless y'all. Have a good night. Eat some fried alligator if you get a chance. Before we do something next year, go find your place that got fried alligator. And if it's tough, it ain't cooked all the way. Just give you a point. It shouldn't be tough. It should be like tender, like eating like a nice tender pork chop or a nice juicy steak. So if it's tough, it's not cooked all the way. That ain't the restaurant. Read the reviews. I'm just trying to help y'all out, man. Good night, family. I'll see y'all next time. God bless y'all.
Yo. Yeah.